At Honestly Natural, their focus is to create soaps that not only smell great, but also are safe for the entire family. Their soaps are handcrafted and cut in Colchester, Connecticut. All of their bars are made from 100% all-natural ingredients. They offer a wide variety from the calming, familiar scents of lavender and eucalyptus to the musky, warm aroma of patchouli, vanilla, and so many more. They currently offer 22 different bars, each being unique, even creating one for the family dog. Also, don't forget to pick up one of their hand-crocheted washcloths as a perfect pair to the soaps, for you and for someone you love. There's nothing like shopping local. We've been using these soaps, and it's a product that we stand by. With a company that is local, 100% all-natural, and unique, you cannot go wrong. Pick your own bar up at www.allhonestlyNatural.com to see and smell for yourself. And for a limited time, from November 17th to December 21st, you can receive 10% off your purchase if you put in the code word B.S.Nerds, all capital letters. B.S. Nerds, 10% off at www.allhonestlyNatural.com.
Hold up!
Aaron.
My name is Dave. This is Joe.
I listened to that podcast and I was like, I am with him.
That sounds really cool. And then Chris Humphrey's hard fouls, and Kevin Garnett pushes him straight to the third row. Let's go. My name is Dave. This is Joe. Let's go.
This is the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast, the B.S. Nerd Show.
Joe, you got anything you want to say before you go?
No, we have talked a lot.
We have nothing left in the tank. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of the Boston Sports Nerds Podcast. My name is Dave. I'm accompanied by my two fellow nerds here. To my right, I have
Aaron.
And to my left, I'm sitting with
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to post this tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
There you go. Kind of throw
My
off the schedule a little bit.
name is Joe, by the way.
Your name is Happy Thanksgiving.
My
Remember
name
that
is,
for the rest of the episode.
How you doing? Happy?
Let the record state happy.
Hey, I'm in good company. Who's the other person named Happy?
Gilmore.
There you go.
Nice.
World golf champion.
There you go. Reigning. I
Did
haven't seen him lose yet.
Did you see Shooter McGavin? The guy that played Shooter McGavin got pulled over.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
recently.
like his third DUI.
Yeah, and it's
Sexual
like
assault
Shooter.
case or something?
No. Just he got arrested for drinking and driving, and it's like Shooter McGavin's not doing so hot since he lost to Happy Gilmore.
There's been like I think he's been arrested like 3 times for drinking and driving.
Jeez,
and they show his
mugshot.
his
It's
mugshot
bad.
from each one,
bad.
and it's just like him gradually going
Just
into the
falling.
pit of darkness.
Just falling apart.
Dilly dilly. Pit of misery.
Pit of misery.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly. So, Patriots played really, really well. We'll start off with them, I guess.
Best team in football.
Best team in football.
Crazy.
Aaron, what's up with your boy? Derek Carr.
MVP.
He's, dude,
8 points.
Hey. The fucking Browns still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Did you see this?
Yeah, that's insane.
0-10.
How are they mathematically not eliminated?
We were just talking about that right before the show.
Want to know what that means? The AFC North
Sucks.
is really bad. No, that would mean the AFC.
No. The NFL and the AFC are that bad.
right.
The AFC is really bad. Is that what that means? Because
the sixth seed
they
right
can't
now.
mathematically win the division. Because
Who's the number 2 in the beside? Okay, so it's New England, Pittsburgh, then who?
Philly.
No.
In the AFC?
In the AFC.
It's New England and Pittsburgh. There's no other team.
Right, there's fucking nothing else.
Kansas City is slowly returning to.
They got
Kansas
Darrell
City.
Reeves.
They got Darrell Revis.
Yeah,
Hold on.
We'll see what that does.
Wait a minute.
He hasn't played.
Hold put some Revis in it.
He hasn't played all year.
He's gonna
and
play
the
some
last
safety.
time
Last time he
and
played
the-
was like crap.
He's gonna play safety.
And the last time we saw
he
him,
will, too.
he was awful.
I think
So-
I think he's gonna be Eric Berry's replacement.
Well, maybe he'll play good, but
Right. If
we have to go into
pretty good
if we have to
coverage
go into a
intelligent
playoff game at home against Kansas City and Darrell Revis is going to be guarding Gronk,
not worried about that one bit.
I will throw at Gronk all game.
Right. Yeah, you look around the AFC right now, Denver's a fucking hot pile of
Denver's not making the playoffs.
They're starting.
sucks.
They're starting.
Dude,
What's
San
the-
Diego.
Paxton Lynch.
San Diego might make the playoffs.
on a tear for some
Yeah.
reason. On a tear where they're like 2-2, but
Yeah.
but it's just wild streak.
Well, they also ran up against the Nathan Peterman experiment.
Right,
So
yeah.
I mean,
Then you got the AFC East. I was just gonna say you got fucking Nathan Peterman.
what the
They
fuck
were
was
gonna
that?
No, did you
the
see?
playoffs.
Did you see what they did? They already decided they're not playing him.
Peterman?
Yeah.
No, he's playing.
No, they just reported today that they're gonna fucking play.
I read a report today saying that he's starting.
I thought I read a report that they're gonna go.
They just reported today they're gonna play. I don't know. They're starting caliber quarterback and not.
They better go with T-Mobile.
Listen,
they absolutely should.
I understand the idea. If they honestly don't think they're good enough to win,
but they were gonna make the playoffs for the first time in 30 years almost.
Yeah, they were probably going to make the playoffs.
They would have.
But
they would have.
You're going to, they obviously, last offseason we heard it, and now we heard it. They don't want Tyrod Taylor. Whatever it is, Bills management, Bills coaching.
Right.
Well, it's not even Bills coaching because it was before the new coach even got there.
Right.
Bills GM, their general manager, they don't like Tyrod Taylor. For whatever their reasoning is.
Right.
So if you have Nathan Peterman, you drafted Nathan Peterman, why not see what he is?
Yeah, I just don't think that's now.
Yeah,
why right now? Like, you're still in the playoff
I
mix.
don't like the narrative that it was some kind of racial thing because, in my opinion, if it was a racial thing,
Nick Wright was all over that.
If it was a racial thing, why wouldn't they have done it week 1?
Right.
You know what I mean? Nathan Peterman played fine in preseason. He looked good. That's why they thought they held on to him. That's why they thought maybe they could try this experiment.
Yeah.
Why not do it week 1? If you really truly are against having a black quarterback, why not throw Nathan Peterman out there?
Right.
Week 1.
Just see what happens. Yeah. Whatever.
But.
Right.
I don't like the fact that Tyrod Taylor's probably gunslinging his way out of Buffalo next year because he's gonna go right to Denver. But now I don't even know if I'm afraid of that because Denver's defense fucking sucks. All of a sudden they just suck.
Yeah,
Wade Phillips is clearly a genius.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I was having a conversation with one of our coworkers, Jay, and we were talking about because he's a Giants fan, and I said to him, I said, "Man, the way it's looking, like if you guys don't pick up either Tyrod Taylor." Or figure out who Indy doesn't want and make a trade. Why not?
Right.
He goes, yeah, because they won this week. And he goes, yeah, I guess we're not playing for the number 2 fucking pick anymore. Like, he goes, at this point, just play for the number 2 pick.
Right.
They'll draft a quarterback.
Which is, like he said, I said to him, I said, why?
You need offensive line.
Why not? Draft your offensive lineman. You trade your second round pick for whatever quarterback nobody wants.
Right. Go get Case Keenum.
I think the Vikings might hold on to him.
Or get Teddy Bridgewater.
True. That's an option.
One of them has to leave.
Sam Bradford's probably going to stay.
Yeah, he'll probably stay.
And he can be a backup quarterback with his bum ass knee, but go get one of them because Case Keenum is proving to be
he can play.
Right.
A viable quarterback.
What about Nathan Peterman?
No. And the thing is, it's like I don't think he should never play again. I mean, Tom Brady has a fucking 4 interception game on his resume. Like, everyone has bad games. I don't know.
5.5 though.
I don't know if you're throwing 5 and 1.5 and completing 4 out of 10 passes and
having
5 of those
completions is crazy.
5 only 1 ball touched the ground.
Right.
He had 10 passes. 9 technically completed.
I do that in Madden a lot. Or I'm like 14 for 16, 2 picks. Not bad. Haven't missed a guy yet.
Yeah. I do that in Madden all the time.
Right. Yeah. I definitely justify it to myself.
Nothing's
hit the ground.
AFC East is a dumpster fire, which I didn't think it was. Like, we just went from having like the best division in football
to absolutely not
to a dumpster fire.
But it's like all around the league it's happening. You're watching Kansas City reach and panic and try to get Darrelle Revis. Like, they're falling apart, it seems like. I don't mind the Revis signing. Why not? He's not going to hurt you.
What do you think the AFC playoff picture is? It's obviously New England.
Right now?
New England and Pittsburgh.
Baltimore is the 6th seed at 5-5.
Yep. So just go division winners.
Right, yeah. So you got New England, Pittsburgh.
Jacksonville. And Jacksonville looks strong.
Legit defense will take them a long way.
Yeah.
And they got a
good running back.
A good running game, yeah, right. Out west to be Kansas City.
Jacksonville looks strong. They've struggled. They've had very bad games against weak and same with the Steelers. The Steelers look really good right now.
Right.
They barely beat like the Browns. They had they needed a field goal to beat Indy.
I feel like the difference is like the Patriots, and I will say this with the caveat that like I did, and I am the guy that was really down on them. I think that they at least play up to the competition, whereas if I've not played up, like, because obviously their defense was horrible at the beginning of the season, but like they were at least, you could see people trying.
Right.
It feels like
there was never
like
lack
a
of
Jacksonville and Pittsburgh. They play to the team that they're playing. If the team's horrible, they play down to them. If the team's good, they play up to them.
But what scares me about that is that Patriots have had a thing now where every team that plays them, it's their Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, especially in the division.
But it's been like that for
years.
15 years.
Right. But the problem is you get a team that's good enough, like Jacksonville, that's going to play out of their heads against New England. I'm not saying I would bet the Pats to lose, but I think Jacksonville can take a run at you.
But isn't that like Baltimore that one year? Like, they smoked us in the playoffs, and then the next round they lost.
Right.
It's like, you shot your wad in one game.
Obviously, I'm not saying you should be afraid of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The only reason Jacksonville has the number one pass defense in the NFL. And their corners are very good. The only reason that doesn't scare me as a Patriots fan is the Patriots have this offense that is so non-traditional that they can move the ball without ever throwing to their receivers.
Right.
Ever. You could line up running backs and tight ends, and
field.
your two really great corners mean nothing anymore.
Right. I think Bill Belichick, the GM, should get a hug and a kiss from Dwayne Allen, because out of nowhere, that guy's catching footballs.
Randomly after Martellus Bennett comes back.
And I think it was that like, hey, kid, you could go. You know what I mean? Like, we good. Got it. We're all right. Like, we'll
as I said, I'm watching it on Sunday. I'm like, look at that black unicorn go.
Right.
Shannon's like, black unicorn, like he calls himself.
That's his nickname.
That's his
nickname. Yeah, and the thing that's even crazy about the last two Patriots weeks is they're doing it with like base personnel. I mean, you're talking about like 2 or 3 tight ends or 2 tight ends and a fullback and a running back, and then transitioning from a power I to a fucking spread offense the very next play and not subbing.
Right.
And then Brady picking people apart.
Right. Yeah, well, that's because Brady goes, okay, find that one mismatch, and I'm just going to exploit that.
I'm going to beat it all day, right?
And you're never going to be able to sub your defensive lineman out, so now they can't get. Because
I'm going to get you with 10 men on the field, San Diego. I went back and watched that game again because I was on, and I'm like, 10 men on the field, and then 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's just chaos.
That's just like, we don't know what to do.
Yeah, we don't know. How many are we supposed to have out here? Like, if I was to go
I can't count.
Right. I thought we had
it.
I like even numbers.
All this talk about Carson Wentz winning MVP, I think is ridiculous.
Redonkulous. Right.
Like, I understand Philly hasn't.
Derek Carr, man.
Philly hasn't been good in a long time. They technically have the best record in the NFL, and
he's the reason why.
Carson Wentz is having a great year.
Yeah.
Brady has the worst defense in the NFL by yards.
Right.
Still.
Yeah, still the worst by yards. Yeah.
And they're and it's not like they're like number 1 in points allowed. They're in the middle of the pack, and that's after like 12 weeks of having like not allowing more than 17 points.
Right.
He's the statistical leader in every category except for touchdowns, and he's only
which is owned by
and he's like
3 behind.
He's in the top 5. He's in the top 5. He might even be 2.
He's tied for second.
Yeah.
Him and Deshaun Watson, I think, are still technically tied for second.
But he beats Carson Wentz in every category except for touchdowns, and in touchdowns he's 1 behind it.
Right.
The only reason people think Carson Wentz should be MVP is because his team has 1 less loss.
Right.
That's literally the only reason.
Right. Yeah.
If you ask people, they're going to be like, well, what team has looked the most dominant?
Well, Philly has.
And that's what it is.
Right.
It's
fair.
And to be honest, I've said this a million times, and I think
good. He should get most improved player.
No, I think Brady, like Brady said, he goes, "Give me the championship. I don't need an MVP. I don't need the MVP. I don't care." But like, when he gets snubbed, he's like, just gives him more reasons to go out there and go ape shit.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, don't give me the MVP. I'm going to win the Super Bowl.
Someone brought up this point. LeBron James could win the MVP every year.
Single year.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Brady and Belichick probably should.
Yeah.
Like, for what they accomplish every year, you talk about 15 years of.
And it was the same with Michael Jordan.
Right.
He could win the win the MVP every year. It's the same with fucking Mike Trout in baseball.
The thing,
technically, he could win the MVP every year. Sabermetrics, he's the best player to ever exist.
Tom Brady isn't offering anything you haven't seen already, so it's not like he's great.
I mean,
I'm not saying he's worse.
You say he isn't?
Yeah.
He's going to throw for he's on pace to throw well over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, it's like 5,300 or something like that.
He's fucking 40 years old. Mm-hmm. You have not seen that before.
No, but you've seen Tom Brady throw 5,000 yards.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying.
But he's people don't want to be like, well, you can't just add in the. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
no one has ever done this.
The greatest 40-year-old season ever.
It's literally 10 years later.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's crazy.
Outside, if you take 2007 away,
Yeah.
He's having the greatest Tom Brady year ever, and he's 40.
Well, no, that's yards. Yes, his 36-4 season. He's on
Dave,
pace for less touchdowns and less and
is
more
he?
pace.
He's on
pace for 34 touchdowns this year. He has 22.
Yeah, but he hasn't played the AFC East yet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So he's gonna.
No, I'm just saying
he's gonna get 2 against Buffalo still,
right?
2 against Miami still,
If
and
he gets
1 more against the Jets, and then the only outlier game in that is the fucking Steelers.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a solid chance he goes by those numbers.
He also has to face the team that he's thrown the most interceptions to in his career twice.
The Jets,
the Bills, and then second the Jets. One more time. You know what I mean?
Well, obviously he's thrown the most interceptions against the team he plays the most.
Right, yeah. No, that makes sense. But I just mean that it's not the Dolphins. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he does have to play the Dolphins twice, too.
He does have to play them twice. But what I mean is that you get
You're playing them this week.
You get them this week.
I mean...
Smoking Jay? Smoking Jay's coming to town?
For the betterment of the Dolphins, they should not play him.
Bill Belichick said they have outstanding quarterbacks.
Bill Belichick doing
like everyone was like, isn't the old saying if you have 2 quarterbacks you don't have any? Like just like this
yeah,
is
but
the
that's
problem.
That's Belichick going.
I know. Yeah.
I planned on beating both of them.
Bill will tell you.
Yeah, right.
Bill will hold a press conference every day for a week talking about how the Browns are legit Super Bowl contenders.
Christian Fourier was telling a really cool story about how games like this where it's tough, like how do you say they're a real threat? You know what I mean? Like they're falling apart. They're totally off the rails. Whatever. That Bill once pulled up for Ty Warren. They were going against a team that was like 2-9 or whatever. Like they just were awful. Pulled up Ty Warren's college film against a guy that was on the offensive line. They were facing him. That guy just owning him all day, and like publicly, like in the meeting. Like, see, you think this team's nothing, right? They're gonna be. This guy seemed to have his way with you back then. Why don't you think he could have his way with you today, or this week coming up? And just showed him. I mean, missing assignments, just totally aired him out. And Ty was getting pissed, like, yo, this guy's disrespecting me, like in front of everybody or whatever. And that's old. Like that's not even me now. You're talking about all this stuff. But he'll find little things like that to get people. He's just Ty went crazy. He had like 3 sacks that game. Whatever. He was all over the place. He's like, that stuff works. He'll find a way. Bill will find a way. And I don't consider this Miami game a trap game because I don't think they're too far away from Pittsburgh. Like if Pittsburgh was next week, I think there'd kind of be that like, okay, home field advantage probably rides on
already looking at Pittsburgh.
Right, yeah. But I think since you're still a month away, you know what I mean? I think it's okay, let's go take care of business in Miami and then figure it out from there. But I don't know. I mean,
they should cruise. I don't even think I don't think Bill Belichick will ever lose a game to Mike Tomlin. Like he probably has.
He has, but
dropped
I know what you're
it.
saying.
But what's his record against Mike Tomlin?
I think he's a 7-2.
Yeah, it's like I don't.
No, I think that's against the Stingray. I don't know what he is against Tomlin.
I don't think he might have 1 loss.
Right, that might be 100% true.
Maybe the year that Mike Tomlin made the fucking Super Bowl with
Santonio Holmes
with
the Santonio Holmes catch.
Fucking Cowher's team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That might be the year that they lost to the Steelers.
Right. Oh, I think they did because that's the year they also lost to the Giants.
Yeah.
In back-to-back games. They don't lose back-to-back games. They don't lose at home. They don't. And also, real quick, their fucking road stretch is ridiculous.
They haven't lost on the road.
In 12 games. That is fucking bonkers.
How about, did you hear the Nathan Peterman? So Nathan Peterman threw 5 interceptions and a half.
Yeah.
Brady hasn't thrown 5 interceptions
in 2 years.
Since 2015.
It's crazy. That is nuts. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, you know how, like, at one point, like, we were like, Pittsburgh might be done. Like, Ben's done.
Yeah.
Here's the narrative. Does he retire?
I think he's done. I think he's done after this year.
So, do you think he's the landing spot for Tyrod Taylor?
That actually wouldn't be a bad one.
And he would automatically
not a bad one.
Get respect from his wide receivers. Those guys would love him. He'd get him the ball.
Spot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Tyrod could go in.
And you have Lev Bell to hand off to.
And the thing is, after watching Denver's defense the past couple of weeks, I'm less afraid of the
right.
Like, I'm talking about Tyrod Taylor going to the same defense that carried Peyton Manning to a championship.
Last year, right? Yeah.
But this is clearly not the same defense.
No,
so
I'm just saying, like, that's a team that's still good.
Oh, yeah. If Tyrod goes there, they're not as...
That's probably the scariest.
They're not as explosive as they would... Because Tyrod is like... He's an Alex Smith with better wheels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not...
Doesn't turn the ball over.
He doesn't turn the ball over, which is great. If you just need a game manager, fucking Tyrod Taylor's the best game manager out there.
Mm-hmm.
But He's not that guy who's going to elevate your actually the Steelers are probably a great spot because their offense is already good.
That's all really that's a really good spot.
All they have to do is get him the ball.
Hand the ball to you can run fucking read options now.
Right.
No, not even. No,
but I'm saying you can. It just adds another layer to your playbook.
I think if you run the ball first two plays,
it's like a proven.
You have play action the rest of the game.
It's like a proven statistic that running quarterbacks improve the running game overall. Like it'll make your running back better, more. What's the word I'm looking for? Efficient. Makes your running back more efficient when the quarterback can also run because it makes the defense have to
honor it.
So adding him with fucking Le'Veon Bell and you still have Antonio Brown. Right. Now you have breakout fucking stud of the year Juju Smith-Schuster over there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And their defense is like the number.
And they have Jesse James.
Did I nail it or did I fuck it up?
They're fucking.
Did I nail that or did I fuck it up?
No, you didn't. No, you nailed it. That was great. Yeah.
And then
I have a tough time with that one. So
they still their defense I think is like number 3 in the pass or something like that.
Yeah. See, I can do Giannis Antetokounmpo. I can't do
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. I can never. I always stumble on that one. I can do the Greek Freak. I just can't do Juju. Well,
yeah,
this is fun, guys.
No, I mean it's Miami. They
should wipe the floor with Miami.
It's in New England, so I think that obviously
they've been technically worse this year.
Which is crazy. The past 2 years too. I mean, that's nuts.
Also, I was wrong about the Oakland game. I thought that was going to be such an Oakland crowd. That was a Pats crowd.
Whoa. Yeah. What the hell was that?
That was a Pats
crazy.
crowd. Like I thought that we were going to have to deal with like the lasers and the eyes and shit.
Yeah.
They love the Pats.
They were
down
chanting
there.
Brady as loud as possible. I mean, that was crazy.
And also, why don't they put a team in Mexico City?
I
know they're talking about.
It's a lot of. There's a lot of issues in Mexico City.
Yes, there is. But they were talking about putting a team in London.
No,
obviously,
that's stupid.
That's so stupid.
I would put a team in Mexico City before.
Of course, yeah.
Because they love. They obviously they love it. It's a 77,000 seat stadium.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just put it in the most peaceful country in the world, Canada? They have a whole Canadian football league. You put one NFL team in one of their bigger cities, like Vancouver or Toronto. Right. But then you'd have to get. That's why Buffalo is threatening to go to Toronto.
Right. Yeah. Buffalo's been on that.
That's a possibility.
Forward. Yeah. That'd be
good. They have new ownership. I don't think the new.
Yeah. No. Now they're not going to move. Yeah. But I'm saying that was a thought process.
Like after watching that game, clearly it's a huge stadium, and they filled it.
How about this? I also like that stadium.
Yeah,
the way it is. I don't like the open-ended of the NFL and shit.
Yeah,
and I don't like if you notice the big screen. It's up at the top of the stadium.
Yeah,
it's not like taking up one whole end zone like it is in Gillette or like in fucking Dallas where it's just a massive thing hanging over the field and if it falls it kills everybody.
Like that stadium was loud and it
was loud.
They were obviously there were Raider fans and Patriots fans.
Did you like the entrances?
Imagine if there was a fucking
bring it to wrestling. Did you see those entrances? The entranceway? It's like you have to walk down a stairwell.
Yeah, I did see that.
And then you have this long thing. It's like going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You just run out onto that fucking thing and pumps the crowd up.
The stadium was loud, and that was a split crowd. Yeah. Imagine a Mexico City home team.
Oh, yeah,
that would be a great fucking home field advantage.
Yeah. That's where the Raiders should go.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, it's there's a safety concern.
That's what it is.
Where the fuck do the players live?
Yeah, no, they're all tough. They're all gonna cross the borders. I mean, if you're the owner of the team, you just go, listen, we're gonna make friends with the cartels, and then they won't.
Or you try and what's the name? Gentrify the whole area and try and
just take over,
pump money into it like they are into Los Angeles, and try and work that kind of shit out.
Yeah, the NFL, they're already fucking other shit up. They're gonna go in there and do that.
Why not?
No, I was gonna say about the game. What is it with teams playing New England that they're like, listen, you know what? Skittles, you're playing great. Let's fucking bench you.
Well, the thing is,
how do you take him out of that game? How do you go for 4th and 1 and give it to your fullback that's had 2 carries all season long?
Yeah, I don't understand about that.
Why wouldn't you put the fullback in front of him and let the guy that's killing the New England
I understand it, though, because like that, it's 17-0, and now it's like we can't run anymore.
Yeah, but
in a running situation, you gotta
in a running
it's
situation.
the same thing. Like
my
with
point
Seahawks.
is, you build up that it would get you momentum if you put him out there and he does it and he starts going crazy on the sideline and gets the team pumped up.
Right. Yeah,
he was having a good game.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they didn't do that.
I
understand what you're saying, that they were up.
I think it's a mental thing with teams. They have to feel like they need
to outsmart the Patriots.
Not even that. I think they feel like they have to be explosive to keep up with the Pats.
Yeah, but how explosive is he?
I understand
he was playing well against New England.
The idea of the running game is not an explosive idea.
Right.
No, I understand. Like in the retrospect of the NFL, unless it's like a breakaway, he just happened to like somebody missed a fucking tackle and breaks an 80-yarder.
It's just not very.
They don't care.
It's not very often that you run the ball a bunch of times and end up in the end zone in the NFL.
Right.
No, but you could. It would open up more if you're going to leave.
Right.
Taking him off the field, period.
Now, there's a lot of times where he took himself off, though, because the obvious conditioning situation there was real bad.
Well, I was going to say...
Oh, and the Pats look good. They stayed in Colorado.
Now, what I said about being in the Mile High 2 weeks in a row did not affect New England.
Right.
You know who it did affect? Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, he cramped while he was there. Well, and same with Amendola. They both did.
I was going to say...
But they both came back in the game.
No, they did. But, like, in my head, I'm like... And this is the one thing, like, most guys that are, commentating, I know we shit on a lot of the commentators and stuff, but they're always like, how do you get dehydrated? Like, your job is to drink water and run.
Right.
Wouldn't you hydrate before you play?
Yeah, I think a lot of that was the air they were saying, because they both were, like, exhausted and started to cramp or whatever. But... that, to me, the whole team looked great if being there 2 weeks helped them more than ever.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't take a toll on them. They were used to it, and they looked so far and ahead.
But Skittles, he couldn't handle it.
Right. The first possession. He ran the ball twice and came and pulled himself out. And I was like, wow, that's not a good sign. You know what I mean? You see him like...
But he was breaking like 8-yard runs with like carrying two defenders.
Did you see the stat, though? So... the Mexico Stadium is even higher.
Yes, 2,000
feet higher.
You know who has the lowest elevation in the NFL? Oakland.
Yeah.
They play the closest to sea level. So it's like...
Yeah, it's a real game changer.
And Marshawn Lynch is fucking really from Oakland.
Really.
So he spends a lot of his life right at sea level.
I think it just shows... I need to talk about how the coaches melt down against the Pats and stuff. Jack Del Rio says, we didn't want to. We wanted to get there as late as possible. It's like, don't you think you'd want to spend a day or two there at least?
Yeah.
Like, or 2 weeks, like the Patriots did. You know what I mean? Like, stayed in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, know the games on your schedule. Just fly there a couple weeks in advance.
MMA fighters say it all the time that even showing up a week before doesn't help. You need to spend almost a month or more to let your body acclimate.
See, but I can't. I refuse to believe that 24 hours in advance is just the same as 6 days.
No. I don't think it is. I think it's
maybe for maximum.
Yeah, the maximum effort.
For the maximum effect, you need to be there a month. But obviously, 2 weeks is better than 24 hours.
Oh, it is. But like we saw 2 weeks in a row, and then you have 1 week. I didn't see Stephon Gilmore come out of the game in Denver.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he did. I know. In Mexico City.
That's what I'm saying. Like he just looks like a guy that like.
Well, he's just coming back too.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. Like I just think he's just a guy that's like he's still trying to get his fucking legs back underneath him.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me. A guy that just came back to practicing. You know what I mean? A guy like him and a guy like Danny Amendola who like practices, doesn't practice, plays. He gets like eight catches and then whatever. You know what I mean? Those two guys, if two people were going to be winded on that team that wasn't huge fat offensive linemen or something, that makes sense for those two. You know,
that's the other thing. When I was talking about the Pats even lost to Mike Tomlin, like has Brady ever? Mm-hmm. The Tom Brady's record against Jack Del Rio defenses
is insane.
It's like. I know you picked. I think you picked Oakland to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
After seeing that record, I don't think Oakland will ever beat New England. Not with Jack Del Rio there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he can beat. I think Tom Brady knows how to stop Jack Del Rio.
He has
he knows how to beat him.
Or Jack Del Rio doesn't know how to stop.
That's what I mean. Right. Jack Del Rio cannot figure out how to stop Tom Brady.
Yeah. Right. It's not.
I mean, he's only beaten him one time. I think.
I was gonna say, but he usually.
And that was when he had Denver's defense.
Right. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, I think Oakland has a lot of great pieces.
Yeah.
That I wish you could see in New England.
That's just weird, too. I mean, their skill positions are so good.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper's one lazy fucking receiver, though.
Yes, he is.
Holy
Did you see
shit.
the other guy want to fight Jones? His boy?
What the hell was that about?
Your boy wanted to fight Jones in the end zone.
Fucking dummy.
Jonathan Jones when he that's
the dude who hit him in the face.
Yeah, he was trying to push him
why?
so he didn't catch it in inbounds.
Yeah,
and the guy runs into the wall and then comes back and gets in his face. And I was like, man, he just threw a punch. And then I watched the replay. I'm like, oh, he's trying to whitewash his face. He's just trying to slap his mask.
Did you guys think the Pats kind of got away with a lot of touching? It
was a
physical play for the corners.
Yeah. I thought it was both ways though.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there wasn't a bunch of pass interferences on the Raiders or anything.
The Patriots. This is 2 weeks in a row now. By the way, one of the biggest issues we had early was discipline. Oh my god, this team's so stupid. They just do the dumbest stuff. 2 weeks in a row, they've only had one penalty called on them.
Yeah.
You know who I think got the penalty this week and might have got the penalty last week?
I know Gilmore did last week.
Was it Gilmore? I thought it was Van Noy.
This week?
Yeah.
I think it was.
I thought they had an offside penalty.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I think it was Van Noy.
Yeah. Neutral zone infraction or something like that.
Also, I've heard some people break down what the Pats have done to change their defense, and they said they're playing more zone.
Yes.
And are they?
Yeah.
Because it looks like Gilmore
runs with guys. You're right.
Gilmore and Butler. It seems like they're running with certain people.
It's a
zone
man zone everywhere else.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So it's essentially
if you throw into the flats.
So the linebackers and safeties are in zones. The two outside corners are in man.
Yeah, so wouldn't the flats be
technically
attack away?
Your outside linebacker.
I was gonna say your outside linebackers are supposed to bubble.
So when Madden, the hook curl area, the purple one,
yeah,
that's kind of like what the linebacker.
Yeah, but then you have two guys guarding, or one guy guarding the middle of the field.
You have your safeties.
Deep middle, but I'm talking about the shallow middle. You have a linebacker.
Yeah, but you got linebacker, but you also have your guy.
But the way,
man.
Well, I was gonna say,
two guys are covered.
I was gonna say,
but if you have,
I think the way I'm watching it, it's a lot more McCourty deep, and they move Chung up.
Oh, a single high.
Yeah.
And it looks like Chung's kind of creeping up because he's making a lot of tackles this year and making a lot of more plays.
Yeah, he's like that. What do they call that? Wham safety.
I was wondering why people keep saying that.
He's like a safety that's playing like
Gilmore's
linebacker.
Been playing man. He's not playing zone.
No. But the rest of the D has spots that they cover. You know
it's not so much. You don't have Chung guarding a tight end anymore.
It seemed like Butler was on Amari Cooper all night. And
which was a weird matchup too. I thought it would have been inverse.
No, Michael Crabtree to me is the bigger, stronger receiver.
See, I think Cooper's bigger.
I think
he's
big.
I think
Crabtree's
they're the same fucking height.
I think Crabtree's.
I don't mean height. I just mean bigger.
I think
more physical guy.
Oh, I think Crabtree's the more physical receiver.
Yeah,
the way he plays is more physical.
I think he plays more physical, but I think Cooper's fucking. I used to like Cooper a lot after watching his games. He is a lazy fucking dog, dude. That guy's attitude sucks.
Hey, Randy Moss played in Oakland and looked the same fucking way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Lazy fucking dog. Yeah.
I think it is. There's some people when they go somewhere and they're like.
But Amari shows up.
To me, Crabtree's been the best receiver on that team for the last 3 years.
Yeah. That's true.
He just has been.
I just think Cooper's so gifted though too.
I mean, it might have to do with the fact that I think there's just there's an idea that Amari Cooper is the better receiver, so he gets a lot of the number one corner, and Crabtree just feasts on the second corner.
Because when Cooper shows up, he's disgusting. He's disgusting. But that
whole
game
offense
made me
didn't show up.
fucking lazy.
That whole offense
was
didn't show
bad.
up.
That was bad.
They couldn't pass the ball. They could run.
Right. They could run
when they ran.
Right.
But eventually, as the Pats start building up points, it's
that was the point.
They can't.
You can't run
he
all
did
day.
catch a touchdown though, Amari Cooper.
He did.
The touchdown was him.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 receptions.
He just but a lot of those routes and stuff, just come back. Come back, fight for the fucking ball. You just
I can't even
trot it off.
This is again no Julian Edelman. 33 points. Last week they scored 41 points against Denver in Denver.
They're looking good.
33 points in Mexico really City.
Good. You know what that means, Joe?
No Julian Edelman.
They're figuring it out.
They don't have an excuse anymore.
Yeah.
You
can't go back now.
So excited for when Julian Edelman is back.
If they have a
clunky
game somewhere before the end of the season,
you can no longer say the defense schemed well. If they have a clunky game, it's because the defense figured out.
At this point,
there's no joy in Edelman. Here's now they've dropped 100 points in 3 games.
No, yeah, their offense is figured out. And it doesn't. You want to know why it's not clunky anymore? Because before it was like, we'll try a deep shot, and then we'll do a weird play, but then we'll try another deep shot.
Running back.
Now he's figured out his replacement for the short throws, the rhythm throws.
Burkhead and White.
Fucking Burkhead, that fumble. They pulled him out of the game. I played him in fantasy, and they fumbled. I was like, fuck. Yeah. Fuck. He's not going to... And then they used him a little bit towards the end of the game, but after he fumbled, there was a clear disappearance of Rex Burkhead from that offense.
That's what Belichick does.
I'm just glad that he ended up back in the game eventually.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Because that means he's not completely in the doghouse.
That's how I knew the Patriots loved Dion Lewis, was he fumbled in the red zone against the Steelers his first game, and then they handed the ball to him in the very next series. I was like, oh, they love that guy.
I don't know if you guys if you guys saw this news, but I heard it somewhere, so maybe verify this.
Yeah.
Cassius Marsh got cut?
Cut.
Is that Malcolm Mitchell's roster spot?
Nope, they signed a guy from Kansas. No, Buffalo's.
They cut
Buffalo's.
Cassius Marsh.
That doesn't make sense to me then.
He got Buffalo's practice squad, defensive end. So, Cassius Marsh only played in like 8 snaps in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, but what happened to... He was like a huge part of the game plan. Well... Their defenses look better than ever, maybe fucking Cassius Marsh the whole reason.
You know who else they cut? Last week they cut him. What is his name?
I was really hoping that was Malcolm Mitchell's roster.
Malcolm Mitchell put on Instagram, "I'm coming."
Okay.
So,
C-U-M-M?
Literally.
So no one knows.
Literally.
I don't know.
C-U-M-M-I-N-G?
Was that literally or figuratively?
Yeah.
Or literally figuratively?
I saw, or figuratively, literally. Mike Reese said that he looks a lot better coming back. They have to make a decision this week.
Nice. I hope he comes back.
So,
I would be really happy.
Especially with Hogan now being on the. Is he done for the year?
No, I don't
Kevin
think
asked me if he's done for the year.
No. I think it's just a couple weeks.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
What did he?
I think it might be the rest of the regular season. The
what
Patriots
did
said
he
they might
do?
shut him down. It's a shoulder.
Yeah,
it's a shoulder thing.
Yeah. It might be like that AC joint, the bruise.
Who was that one defensive end that you were really high on that they drafted like either this year or last year? Started with a G, like Grissom.
Gino
They cut him last week.
Yeah.
He never really played.
No, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of guys that you're like, oh, where the hell is this guy? And then all of a sudden, just like, cut.
Was that
they got rid of him.
Okay,
was
that's
that for
why.
Ricky Jean Francois or whatever? He made a play.
He made a big
You see the clothesline he did?
Oh, yeah.
Hit that dude with a clothesline.
That was dope.
It's like, my Dunkin' Donuts.
He's a big dude.
Oh, he's huge.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He played, man. Hey,
he did that French name. I was expecting a little guy.
Jean-Francois.
Yeah, no, he's a big old boy. He's a big dude. All right, let's move on to the...
and what's his name's coming back? Sorry to... Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown's coming back.
He practiced for the
Brady.
first time in a while.
Fucking God! You hear this?
What?
I forgot. I can't believe we did this. Brady didn't practice today. Not really big deal. Whatever.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend. Achilles injury.
What?
Yeah.
That's what it says on the report.
Yeah.
So he has a sore ankle.
Yeah, but they specified Achilles.
Achilles injury. Is very
they normally
specific.
put ankle because someone else is on there for ankle.
Why wouldn't they just put ankle?
Achilles.
Why would they get to that specific?
You know what that is? That's
is that from
Belichick
that low
fucking the
hit?
rest of the league.
Is that from that low hit with
Khalil Mack?
Yeah,
I think so. That makes sense.
So
yeah.
Is it just sore then, or is it
just sore?
Do you guys hate Khalil Mack now?
No.
No.
Just to correct a false rumor, that is not the Tom Brady rule, hitting someone below
the knee.
It is the
Carson Palmer rule, but
it happened well before Tom Brady ever got his knee blown out.
Right. Yeah.
So fuck yourself.
It's true. That's true.
Jean-Francois.
Right. So yeah, little Brady watch.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
That big Frenchman.
My Thanksgiving thankfulness
is probably from like Atlanta.
New Orleans. Yeah.
Well,
Louisiana. Right, Louisiana's French. There's a lot of French people.
Cajun.
Is he actually from?
I have no clue where he's from.
Oh, you're just assuming because he has a French. I'm saying he's probably from like Topeka, Kansas. Just like
he's
just named Ricky Jean. He's probably not even French.
He's probably French.
He's probably like, well, he could be Haitian. Because Haitian has
there you go.
French
from like Miami or something.
Right.
No, maybe. From Topeka, Kansas.
What about from Haiti?
He's actually from Haiti.
Who knows?
There's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts on Haiti.
Told me all you gotta do is make a decision. That's it.
Take a look inside my crystal ball.
So
this is your segment. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was extremely excited Monday morning when I looked at the wins and losses because I was like, oh man, like this might be a 3-person tie going into the last game. And then I looked at it again and I was like, nope, I'm wrong. I'm out of it. But it was a tie between Joe and Dave for the Monday night game. Whoever won the Monday night game, because you guys picked opposite teams.
Fuck.
And then it's whoever wins that. Now, if you won, Joe, you would win the week.
All right.
Dave wins. He wins because he picked the right Pat score. So the Pat score came into play in this one.
Yeah.
So you guys tied with 4 losses, 4 wrong.
That's good.
He got the win on Monday. What got him into the 4 win? They kept him in the only 4 wrong. He picked 38-17 for the score. You picked 41-24. He was closer.
Damn.
So the score finally came. That was why I was excited. Yeah. I was like, it's gonna be a 3-person. No, I was like, well, never mind. It's still the score. It's still the score. So Dave won it with 4 wrong. You got 4 wrong, Joe, and I got 5 because I picked the.
What was the Monday night game?
It was Falcons Seahawks, and you talked me into picking the Falcons.
Yes, and you picked the Seahawks
because Richard Sherman's injury.
But I picked the Seahawks.
You picked the Seahawks. You said I like the narrative that the Falcons are broken. I also think the Seahawks are broken
because
too.
And you know
I'm going to say the Seahawks.
What happened after we recorded? Cam Chancellor went down.
Yeah,
for the season. Right after because I was like, damn it, I already picked the Seahawks.
Right. Yeah. And then, because I went to the bathroom, I came out and I was like, "You guys said Sherman's out, right?" I said, "I forgot all about that. Let me switch mine."
Yeah,
or whatever. And he switched it.
Yeah, we talked.
Why would I say all that and then be like, "No, I want the Seahawks still."
Right. Because you were like, "I think the Seahawks are broken," but I do agree with the Falcons are broken.
You want to know why? Home. They were at home.
Yeah, the Seahawks were
against the Falcons.
Yeah. It's tough. So we got a 4-4-3.
Yeah, it's getting close, Dave. You're bringing it back, making it tough.
See what happens.
I was ready to take my headphones off and run around this whole apartment if I won.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's a disappointing loss then.
Yeah, because you guys didn't tell me beforehand.
Right.
So I was on pins and needles here.
Yeah. No, that's why I was like, especially that. I was like, oh my god, finally.
Like, and then you were like, well, it came down to the Monday night. I was like, fuck, who did I pick in the Monday night game?
Yeah, no, because he messaged me. He says, "Hey, the Falcons win."
What the fuck was the Monday night game? I don't even remember.
He messaged
I kept
me.
thinking Giants Redskins, but that's this week.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
So he messages me. He says, "Hey, Falcons, I'm really rooting for the Falcons here." I'm like, "Yeah," and I thought because I picked the Seahawks originally, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you are." And then then I'm like, "Yeah," and then he says,
"No,
it'll come down. It'll come back.
Falcons."
He says it'll come down to the tiebreaker, and I'm like, "Oh, is it what between you two?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "We're all tied right now." And he's like, "If Falcons win, we'll have a 3-way tie." And I'm like, "Oh." Then I start thinking, I was like, "No, wait a minute. If we're all tied right now, that would mean that someone else, like, I know that I picked a team and he picked the Falcons." So I went back and I listened to the podcast. I'm like, oh, shit. I switched mine to the Falcons. I was like, I forgot about that. So then I'm like, oh, yeah, like, let's go Falcons. Let's go.
I want to see the tiebreaker come into play here.
And then, so then that wound up happening. And the way that game ended, too, was crazy. missed field goal by the Seahawks and all that. Like,
what the fuck? I didn't even watch that game. They missed a field goal?
Yeah, to tie. Blair Walsh fucking missed a kick at the end of the game.
What the fuck, Blair Walsh? I would have won the week.
The Falcons won 37-34.
Goddamn Seattle.
It's tough. It's a tough one.
Fuck.
Man.
Sorry, Joe.
It's a tough
fucking.
You're still tied. You're still tied for the league lead.
Yeah, if I would have been the fucking leader in the clubhouse.
It would have been it.
It would have been 5-4-3.
Now, what do we do? What if we all tie?
No, it would have been 5-4-2.
It would have been 5-4-2.
I don't think you can tie total, right?
You can.
17 weeks.
Yeah.
17 weeks.
Divided by 3.
But, no, because, like,
two people could tie.
I could get, like, 7, and 3.
Well, we already talked about this. We already talked about we were going to do like the most wrong for the total at the end.
Whole year.
That could be the tiebreaker. If there is a tie at the end, who got the most wrong for the whole season? Yeah. Whoever had the most wrong out of those two loses.
Right.
Least wrong wins.
Right. Because like this thing could wind up like 6-5 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. There's gonna be.
There we go. We ironed that out real quick.
Just make sure before we get there.
And then
yours is you get a grinder from Salem Prime Cuts if you win.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bets.
You guys got to buy me a pizza from Uno's, or not Uno's, from Plum Tomato if I win.
Yep.
But buy me a pizza. Not sharing it with anybody. And then you get brunch Fat Boys Brunch.
Yep.
And me and you, real quick, before we start betting on this week, I think we're going to X-nay each other out on a couple bets. We have a 4-pack bet on Mike Gillislee and Ty Montgomery getting more fantasy points.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
So I would lose that one. And then we have the 4-pack bet on the Timberwolves Thunder, which there's still time.
For the Timberwolves Thunder, yeah.
Yeah. But I would win right now, the way the Timberwolves look, I would win that bet and lose the Gillislee one.
So you guys would cancel each other out.
And we null and voided the Brandon Cooks, Wes Welker, or
Edelman one.
Julian Edelman
right,
before the season started.
Yeah.
No, did we?
No, yeah, we did. Yeah.
When I found out he was hurt, I was like, well, obviously we can't do that.
My buddy John, I had the bet with him. Brandon Cooks, 10 touchdowns, $20.
Isn't it like 4?
He's got another one. All I need is 6. I need 1 a week. That's it.
That's very possible, too.
It is possible.
Because it seems like
it's happening.
They're clicking.
The magic is happening there. Like he could wind up with like a 2-game, a 1, a 2-game, a nothing, and you know what I mean? Like
in the past 2 or 3 weeks, because I have him on my fantasy team, Gronk's only getting like 3 catches.
Yeah,
they're not and it's a good. No. It's good because you can save him now for the playoffs. Right. Because when you really need those plays down the middle,
every 2 catches Marty's getting is a tackle that Gronk isn't having.
That's good because you'll see like if Brady feels like the offense isn't clicking, he'll start to lean on Gronk.
Yeah,
the fact that he's not means he's comfortable
going elsewhere,
hucking that thing around.
Absolutely. So let's get on to this week. We got a close one. I could tie it up here. I'm not calling my shot.
I hope I win now because I just remembered the bets and I really want to grind it from Sale Prime.
Right. We're getting close. We got fucking 6 weeks.
I'll do a Grinder Guru review. What did he say about that podcast? Did he listen to it? Have you talked to him?
I shot it to him, and here we go. I'll do a live reading of it.
Did he admit that he's a serial killer?
Not really. No. I get what he was saying.
Does he insist and fight back?
A little bit. I just gave him the thumbs up emoji afterwards, which I don't think went over well. I said, "Hey, here's Joe's response about the grinder." He says, "How far in is the grinder talk?" I said, "First thing we talk about, maybe 2 minutes in." About half hour later. I wasn't saying I put both lettuces on at the same time. I meant that I could use either if I had both. And the usage of the word sandwich and grinder wasn't specific to the type of bread I was talking about. I was using the word sandwich interchangeably with grinder, hoagie, sub, whatever. Not specifically referring to 2 pieces of white bread with turkey in the middle. And I define grinder as what Subway does and sub as what Jersey Mike's does, which he is right.
Grinder, what? So he's saying.
Right.
That a grinder has connected bread,
right?
And a sub
does
sandwich,
right.
His
sandwich,
words,
right?
His a sub.
He said they're all technically sandwiches,
right? They're all sandwiches.
Yeah, that's nonsense. Go to a pizza place and order a turkey sandwich and get a turkey club, and then tell me it's the same.
And then get a turkey grinder.
Yeah.
There you go. It's true. That's a good way to put it.
If I go to Jewett City Pizza Palace and say I'll take a turkey sandwich, they're going to give me a turkey club with fries on the side.
Yeah.
If I say I'll take a turkey grinder,
it's a definite difference. The grinder, the great grinder.
Kanye
discussion. Shrug. Oh man, that should be our social media second.
The great grinder debate.
The great grinder debate rolls on. 3 weeks now. 3 weeks worth. All right. So what do we got for football games this week?
All right. So Thanksgiving.
By the way,
tomorrow.
The name of this podcast needs to be Kanye Shrug. Because that encompasses the past 2 debates that we've had as Boston sports nerds. Kanye Shrug for the grinders and for the Kanye thing.
For the Kanye thing. Yeah, that works out. It's good.
So,
you know what's real funny about that is when I was like, hey, that's a good idea. You're like, no, I wouldn't even waste the time to talk about it. I was like, well, that's funny because we've been on fucking Facebook for 6 hours on there. Like,
Dave responded like, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's a
good idea. That's a shame.
That's a shame. I was in my car like, weird, Aaron, because you spent all fucking day telling me that I'm wrong. You couldn't waste the time.
Dave's in his car just
I was freaking out in my car. I'm like, no, stupid, that's not an answer. Like, I was fucking freaking out.
My favorite part was at work, 3 or 4 people came up to me. Aaron, you're really going for the fucking, like, you're trying to kick Dave in the balls while he's down, huh? And I was like, how is he down? And I I was like, by the way,
10 years ago.
I said, all right, I'm not talking about this anymore. It's fucking horrible.
All right, what do we got for football?
How are you, as Pats fans, comparing the 2 individuals?
They're both great at what they do.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's all I mean. You can measure success.
I can't measure them to get. You can't compare them.
You can compare success. You can. You absolutely can.
No, because I don't want to get into this.
Don't get into it then.
Want to know why? Because I can't compare them, and I don't want to look up all the fucking stats for Kanye. I could care less.
Well, there's not really stats for a musician.
Exactly. And when you talk, you brought up, all right.
Awards won, yeah.
I will fucking stop it right here. When you talk, that's the only way you could kind of compare
awards
them.
Won and album
but
sales,
right now, no. Awards won, it's all voted on. That's bullshit.
Well, MVP is voted on.
That's why I don't put any weight on that. I'm talking about championships and winning seasons. That's the only thing you could compare.
Yeah, but those are also collaborative efforts.
But those are actual stats that you can put up.
Well, then you compare album sales to winning seasons.
That's the only way you could do it, and I don't want to do that because I could care less about Kanye West.
I can tell you right now off memory that he's one of the highest selling hip hop artists of all time.
That's fine.
My point is, fuck Kanye, fuck Tom Brady, fuck whoever. Is the janitor at McDonald's a more successful person than Bill Gates?
At being a janitor or running a fucking conglomerate that makes computers?
Is that person as successful as Bill Gates?
If you're going to compare their careers,
is that person as successful?
Okay, is he a?
It's a yes or no.
Does he work at McDonald's?
Is that guy
that is inside Apple?
Is he the best? Is he the best janitor in McDonald's?
Is he the best janitor in the business? What I'm saying is
what if
that
he's
guy
a really well-respected janitor?
If someone asked you, gun to your head, who's more successful, Bill Gates, that janitor you don't know? You'd say Bill Gates. He's more successful.
No, he has more money.
He's more successful.
He has more money.
He has a more successful life.
No,
he has developed more businesses.
See, that's where I disagree. That's where I disagree because you don't.
I'm not saying the guy's a loser. I don't know him.
No. I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
You don't know what his home life is like. He could go home. That's what I'm saying. He could be a great. He could have fucking 8 kids, and he's the greatest dad on the planet. And you ask those kids,
how do you measure success?
But how do you measure success?
No, I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about this anymore.
I know.
Thanksgiving, Vikings at the Lions, 12:30.
Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Lions, Vikings. I am buying in to the Vikings being the 2001 reincarnation of the Patriots.
Okay.
So I'm going with the Vikings.
They're going to win the Super Bowl?
No, they're going to lose the Pats.
Okay. Right.
Pats are the Rams.
So wait, Vikings are going to the Super Bowl now?
I
thought you had the Saints.
I do like the Saints.
Week to week.
But look at the Vikings team.
No, I get it.
They have
Cinderella story.
A defense that's good.
Yeah. An offense that works.
On all 3 levels. They have a good pass rush, good linebackers, really good defensive backs. They have a game manager quarterback. They have a good run game. They have pretty good weapons on the outside. Mm-hmm. Their offensive line is playing out of their head right now.
Right.
If Case Keenum protects the ball,
right,
I think they could beat anybody in the NFC.
That's probably true.
I don't think they could
get outclassed.
I don't think they could beat the Pats.
Yeah.
Because because of the same thing I said about the Pats before, where their offense is made to buck defenses that can stop traditional offenses.
Yeah, I just think the Vikings have and that's the one thing is I think the Vikings have a really good defense.
They have a really good defense. They have a really good defense.
That could be the Super Bowl.
Right.
I could picture that. I just don't know if I think the Pats just overpower them.
First team to host a Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, it is in Minnesota this year.
That'd be cool, right?
That would be really cool.
Bold prediction.
Anyway,
they could win.
So I picked the Vikings.
Yeah, I picked the Vikings.
I'm going Lions.
All right,
give me the home team.
Thanksgiving.
The 4:30 Thanksgiving.
That's also the best Thanksgiving game. It's the first one.
Yeah.
Chargers at the Cowboys.
See, this is a fucking shit show. I don't like this.
Is what's his name playing? The tackle. That's huge.
Oh, that's huge. You're right.
Because if the left tackle's not playing and you have fucking Joey Bosa out there,
right?
There's no way the Cowboys win.
I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers also. I think left tackle doesn't matter. And it does make a difference.
It matters.
And it does make a difference, but I think that the Chargers.
I just think that for whatever reason, Morris is just not doing anything.
I think
that line is for that run game.
I think everything that their backup left tackle is one of the worst offensive linemen I've ever seen in my life.
I don't mean that he doesn't matter to the Cowboys. I just mean I don't think it matters on the game. I think the Chargers will win.
Maybe, but I do think that offense is completely different when Tyron Smith. All that being said, I'm going with you guys, Chargers.
He's just trying to convince you to switch again.
I know, yeah.
And then he wins the week, and we're both sitting here looking at each other going,
it.
God damn it, Joe.
I do think it's a huge difference if some weird backup dude has to guard Joey Bosa, whereas one of the best left tackles in the business is.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
In the best game of the day, the 8:30 game.
Yeah, I'll be asleep.
Giants at
Tryptophan.
Yeah.
Giants at the Redskins.
You know, when they made the schedule,
this is
the start of the year, they were like, fucking Thanksgiving Day game. We're going to fucking put two NFC favorites head-to-head, division rivals, fucking top of the NFC. It'll be a great game. And then the Giants just suck dick.
Don't the Redskins usually play on Thanksgiving?
No, the only two teams that are guaranteed a Thanksgiving Day
Cowboys
game are Cowboys and Lions.
Okay. It used to be the Green Bay used to play a lot.
Green Bay used to play a lot. They used to play a lot.
Yeah. All right. So Redskins or the Giants, gentlemen?
The Redskins. The Redskins.
Skins or Redskins?
The R
What do you
words.
prefer?
The Washington R words.
Call them the R asterisk asterisk asterisk.
I'm going the Skins.
I don't want to jump out too much. I'll go Skins with you.
Hot take, Dave.
Yeah, I
You
actually
didn't call your shot. So.
I feel like the Giants are going to win that game, but I don't want to lose the Lions game and the Giants game that day.
Ridiculously good against the Saints.
They did,
and the Saints came back. Saints played a great game
right
last week.
The Redskins, yeah, they almost beat the Saints.
Yeah,
I just don't want to start off Sunday 2 games out. So, that's what I'm like.
But the Giants just beat Kansas City.
I know, yeah, but I think Kansas City's in panic mode.
What the fuck was that? The Giants are a team from the fucking Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get blown the fuck out by San Francisco.
Right.
But then, we'll beat Kansas City.
Be the top 3 AFC team.
And the other their other win is over Denver, right?
Over Denver, yeah.
And that was with Denver was good.
Really good against the AFC West.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Who do they have left against the West? Maybe I don't know if they're all done. They might get a couple W's. 4-12 beat the Raiders, Chargers. Who knows? Keep things interesting. What do we got next?
Dolphins at the Pats.
I'm gonna go Patriots with a guess.
Pats.
All right.
Hot take, Dave. Jay Cutler comes out smoking a cigarette. 7
If
touchdowns.
he did that, dude, if he comes out and pulls a fucking
He'd be my favorite player.
if he goes out Joe Namath style, just cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah,
He's in the huddle like.
that's how I used to play softball.
I'm sure.
I'd be out in the field smoking cigarettes. They're like, "What are we doing?"
That is the most white trash thing I've ever heard.
It's true. It's true. I turned a double play
With a cigarette in your
with a
mouth?
cigarette in my mouth.
That is.
I was playing second base. With a cigarette in my mouth.
That is the most
Ask anybody about it.
beer league.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
it
used
is.
to play baseball
It was
in
a
high
beer league.
school.
Yeah.
Just now I don't do anything, kind of.
Turned a sweet double play. Had a cigarette in my mouth.
Beer in hand. Beer by your feet. Just
Took the cigarette.
Beer in your back
Yeah,
pocket.
beer in my back pocket. I had a cigarette in my mouth. I run to second, catch it, take the cigarette because I was choking on it. You know what I mean? Like I just got smoke coming all over the place. So I take it away from my face, catch it, put it back in, drop it in my hand, grab it with my glove.
How slow is
take
this?
it
Is
out.
Mo Vaughn running to first base?
No. This was. I mean, it was fast. It was bang bang. It was fucking like.
Yeah. No,
And
you've
fucking.
you've watched Dave smoke a cigarette.
I've watched him smoke about 30 million.
40,000 cigarettes
Okay.
last Thursday.
So we all picked the Pats.
Yeah.
What are we going with the score?
This
gentlemen?
obviously matters. So
Yes.
this obviously
I
Put some
think-
thought into it, Joe,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
last week it cost
means
you.
something.
I think.
Remember, I
the-
tried to talk you down on the score too.
Yeah.
I tried to help you because you're like 48, and I was like, remember they had 3 special teams, big plays there.
He took
and
one
you were like,
touchdown off.
and he was like 41. So I was like, okay. it worked.
I think the Pats holding a team under 17 streak continues.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Dolphins 13, Pats 37.
37-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very.
I have to say it because then he can I'll write it down and then he'll go, oh wait, and I'm like, God
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
let you do your score first.
Oh boy.
I don't want to steal one or screw you or anything. So I'll just-
507-4. 2 safeties.
Dolphins. Dolphins win 909. You got some nerve going for the Patriots here too.
Why?
Fucking putting a curse on them.
I know. I thought about it. I was like,
You shouldn't be allowed to pick anyone.
Yeah. It shouldn't count as a wrong for you.
Although he's picked the Pats a bunch of times when they won. So
that's true. That's also true.
I just like to pick against them sometimes.
But
He's
interesting. They're 8-2.
They're 8-2, but
so 2-6-2 while picking them,
but undefeated,
and 2-0 picking against,
and 2 of their most impressive wins.
Yeah, their 2 best wins. 2 of the best 3. Saints win was a good one.
The Broncos in Denver.
Oh, Broncos Denver.
They put 41 up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I picked
that Saints win looks real good. Now.
Anyway, okay, I'm gonna do a fucking score.
Give me a score.
I'm gonna do
1776.
I'm going 9-5.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
15-11.
27.
Okay, that's a good start.
6.
27-6.
God, I would love if they held on to 6.
That'd be real nice.
I think it's either 2 field goals or a fucking touchdown, like a garbage touchdown, and then they go for 2. Yeah.
I'm going 34-16. They keep the under 17 streak going. I agree. 4 touchdowns, 1 defensive.
I don't
see. The thing is,
Did you pick 37?
You are mathematically very smart about that because I can't. Like, I don't
what
do
did
that.
You just say?
I just go
34-16.
How did they get to 37? I said 37. I didn't even think about how they would score 37.
37 would be 4 touchdowns and 3 field goals. 28 plus 9.
Joe's like, I'm not
after
changing
this
it,
week,
Joe.
what about fucking Steven Gostowski to the moon and back, 62 yards?
Yeah, what happened to him not being able to fucking kick?
Yeah, he's missed extra points, but he can make that fucking 62-yarder.
Also, the fucking air in fucking Mexico City is like the air in the upside down. We're fucking just like...
Not just that, but he's been just piping them lately.
He's been piping them, but also...
that could have gone from 70.
Yeah, because
how much leg?
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying. But they say that the same thing
Justin
when
Tucker
guys
kicked from the other goal line.
I was gonna say some other guys. You know who would have been? I was saying to myself, like, I just want to see Sebastian Janikowski be able to kick from the an 80-yarder. Right. Just give him a shot.
Yeah,
he might be able to do it.
No, Justin Tucker can. I think he could kick an 80-yarder in like regular conditions.
Right,
Justin Tucker is fucking amazing.
He's got a steel leg.
He's got like a.
That was crazy. But that if you go look at all the people, like the top 10 longest kicks, is like Denver, except for the one where the Niners kicker just like 3 years ago did the 64-yard or whatever and broke it. Or whatever it was. 63.
It was what, 62 was?
62 was Gostowski's.
Yeah.
But that would have been good for 70.
He's been good. He's been kicking well.
He's been kicking well. His extra points still scare the shit out of him.
I feel like they fucked him up when they asked him to start dropping the ball like on the goal line on the kickoffs. Like, I feel like for some reason that fucked him up. Because he was so good.
Well, also
up until they changed that rule, and Bill was like, "I think it's better if we just drop it on like on the goal line."
But also, everyone's a lot worse with their extra points now.
Yeah,
like that record he has is safe forever because everyone misses extra points now. At least like 1 a year. You know what I mean? He has like fucking 10 years of non-missed extra points.
You know what's funny is like when you watch him, he doesn't seem as perturbed about it when he misses a field, like he misses an extra point. Like, obviously he's disappointed, but he's not like, you can, when you see Adam Vinatieri miss something, like even if it's like a 58-yarder, he's just like, you can tell like he's going home and he's going to go home and stab himself in the leg 3 times to let him know.
Adam Vinatieri almost had a perfect season.
Yeah.
He missed one kick.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he has that like when Brady throws a bad pass, he's like, fuck!
Yeah,
fuck!
Yeah, he's definitely
got that. The thing is, they always like right after Brady throws a bad pass, like we should zoom in on Tom Brady right now.
Fuck!
And then they get pissed off when he swears. Like, don't zoom in on Tom Brady after he throws a bad pass.
Or just turn off the mic.
Right.
Like zoom in on him, but turn off the mic.
There were some hot mics.
Remember the time? I think he was on the sideline and they zoomed in on him and he was saying, and everyone started freaking out like, oh, Tom Brady shouldn't be allowed to say stuff. Don't fucking film him.
I was like, or just turn on the mics during the game and listen to, dude.
Well, the thing is, he was they knew what he's.
Yeah, because he had the Gatorade in his hand. He was like, fuck, and then he fucking slammed the Gatorade or whatever, and it was like so obvious. Like,
didn't he like just throw a pick or something?
Yeah, just threw. No, they just converted a third down to seal the game. Yeah, because he threw a pick before.
Yeah.
And then gave him possession, and then they got a third down.
4 picks, yes.
It's nuts.
Yeah, you can continue now.
Sorry.
Bucks at the Falcons. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
So when does Giannis play?
Giannis, okay, yep.
He's going to go out there.
Big deal to get Eric Bledsoe. So I'm going to go broken Falcons win.
They're like the Matt Hardy of the NFL. I agree. The Falcons are broken, but they're going to win because Tampa Bay might be more broken. So, but Jameis Winston is up there
eating W's.
Touching Uber drivers'
I watched
boobs.
this.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I watched that video of him doing the W thing.
Eating W's?
Oh, that's so bad, dude.
Dude, everyone's like...
It's so bad.
All right.
Like, if he was like...
There it is.
If he was like...
Eating microphones.
If he was like 45 and did that, like, okay, he's this weird old guy. You're fucking like 25, dude. What are you doing?
I've written W's. Like, no, you're not.
You can't even just like win a W.
Right, yeah, just attain a W first, and then we'll talk about how you consume it.
Eat it. You don't even own this W yet. You're just going to eat it.
Well, he does. He does own a W. It's in his name.
Yeah. Ooh.
Winston.
Yeah, eat that W.
He hasn't won.
Browns at the Bengals.
I think this is the start of the 47 things.
I'm going hot take.
What is
hot take. Browns.
47.
Browns.
They need 47 different things.
I'll take a free win. Bengals. Oh, Joe's extra point this week.
Yeah.
If Tyler Kroft is healthy, you should play him against the Browns. The Browns are like statistically the worst team almost ever to play against the tight end. So
I'm gonna go Bengals.
I thought you said Browns first.
No, he teased that he might.
Well,
I'm going Browns just because I think that's.
I wanted the free win this week.
Yeah, well.
Now I'm bummed out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I gave you a half a wrong. Titans at the Colts. This doesn't sound like a great game to me.
I'm gonna go. Maybe this is hot takey. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
Okay, all right. I have to take the Titans for the simple fact that neither one of their teams' defenses have sold me on anything.
Yeah, they're both very bad defenses. I actually like, from a fantasy standpoint, I like almost everyone involved in this game.
Yeah,
because the offenses should just pick on bad defenses all game.
And
then I'll say that, and then this will be one of those games where like the Colts win like 10-7, and then I'll be really fucking.
That'll be an
off.
awful game. Titans at the Colts, Mr. Dawson.
Jacoby's questionable. Sure, boy.
I sure hope so because I picked him up in like 4 fantasy leagues, so I think he's gonna play though. I'm pretty sure the last news report.
I'm gonna go Titans.
I went Titans as well, Dave.
I get it. I see it.
I went Colts. Hot take Joe.
Hot take Joe going Colts. Much go boy.
I don't know how hot of a take that is.
It's not. That's lukewarm. Lukewarm Joe.
Bills at the Chiefs. This is a weird game.
Who wants it less?
Can I pick a team with a caveat?
It depends. What's your caveat?
Can I pick the Bills with the caveat being that if Nathan Peterman is the quarterback, then I change to the Chiefs?
No.
Nope.
Then I'm still picking the Bills.
I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm going Chiefs. You're seriously going Bills?
Yeah, because I don't think Peterman's gonna play. I think it's gonna be Tyrod Taylor.
Even if it is T-Mobile, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are.
I think changing them and then him going in, I think that fucks their whole system.
I think the Chiefs are in full free fall mode. Just fucking.
I think Darrelle Revis comes out, 2 interceptions, just goes nuts.
Out of here.
Just goes balling. 32 years old, just looks like he's 24.
Is he only 32?
He's 32.
Darrelle Revis is going to come out. He's going to run one play where he has to guard someone for the entire time, and then he's going to pull Marshawn Lynch, pull himself out of the game.
Right.
I hope it would be insane to me, though, if he just goes out there and just has a monster game.
Out.
And then just you know what, guys, I'm done.
The guy wants to be Ty Law so bad, play for the Chiefs, the Jets, the Patriots.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, Tyler didn't play for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't?
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
Brissett is
I don't
expected.
remember him doing that at all.
Yeah, Ty Law played for the Chiefs. Absolutely.
Brissett is expected to receive medical clearance by Friday.
Ooh.
Panthers at the Jets.
Panthers.
This is a baller game.
I'm gonna a baller game. I like that. Panthers at the Jets.
I'm going Panthers. Panthers, Dave.
Who's playing quarterback?
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
No, Jesus Christ.
Fitzpatrick. McCown, isn't
Is
it?
McCown?
Yeah. He isn't hurt, I don't think.
I'm gonna go Jets.
Really?
Hot take, Dave.
Hot take, D.
I don't
Now I don't
love
feel
those
as bad
back
as
here.
about my Bills pick.
This is
Aaron
like-
picked the Browns. You picked the Jets.
Yeah.
I picked the Bills. So
There we go.
We all balance.
We all.
we'll all have at least one loss
We figure something out.
because we are wrong. Each one of us are wrong in one of those.
Yeah.
He played for the Chiefs for 2 years, went back to the
Really?
Jets, and then went to the Broncos, which I didn't know.
I didn't know he went to the Broncos. How many games?
7.
Why
Played for 7.
would you
Snaps, 7 snaps.
He played. He started 16 games both years for the Chiefs.
go? Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Bears at the Eagles.
I'm gonna go Eagles. I think they're due, but I'm gonna go Eagles.
The Eagles are gonna lose a game this year. That's just like a complete random.
They're gonna wind up 13-3.
fuckery.
They're gonna wind up 13-3.
think?
Yeah.
There's only 6 games left. Do you think they lose 2 of their next?
I think those 2 of the next 4. Or 2 of the next 6. They go 2.
Last game, they just sit everybody.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a loss. I'm going to pick the
They
Eagles.
lose 1 in the meantime, and in that game, you're on to me. You're on to me.
Yeah,
What are you gonna go with, Joe?
I'm going with the Eagles too.
Me too.
I don't think this is the game they lose.
Me neither. I think the Bears.
Although
shock value.
it would be like a game like this where it's like,
yeah.
oh, they're playing the Bears, and then the Bears come out and just fucking
that
ball
figures.
all over them.
Yeah, all of a sudden their quarterback figures it out.
Well,
Right.
Mitch Trubisky hasn't been that bad. He's just they don't ask him to do a ton.
No.
Right.
Even if the game's on the line, they don't ask him to do a ton. Just like, we're still gonna coach. We're down by 40 points. We're still gonna run the ball.
Hey, why don't we just run a bubble screen here? See what
They-
happens?
They do what you want the Raiders to do. Like, they don't give up on the run no matter what the
yeah.
situation.
Yeah, but if they had
Jordan Howard is running the ball 50 times.
but if they had Skittles on their team.
They have Jordan Howard, who's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but he doesn't carry guys like
He doesn't
10
like Skittles
yards.
that much.
No.
So, or
He's
maybe
not-
he does. I don't know much about Jordan Howard.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty bold accusation.
I think
Says
he's
that
more
he
of a
doesn't.
Snickers guy.
It's a total random
So
reach.
the 4:05 game,
Quite the Jolly Rancher.
Seahawks at the Niners. The 49ers at home against the Seahawks.
Do we see Jimmy Garoppolo?
No, they said no.
It's coming off the bye week.
Yeah, they said no.
They already said no?
They already said no.
What the fuck are they
We gotta
doing with
wait-
Jimmy
we gotta wait one more
Garoppolo?
week.
I was so excited when he got traded. I was like, finally get to see Jimmy Garoppolo. They're like, nah, fuck that shit. We're going to sit him the whole time.
We're gonna franchise him. We're
gonna franchise him without
work
him
on
playing a
something.
game.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're never going to know.
Fucking John Lynch.
You know what they're gonna do? Because John Lynch is
Suck my
on.
dick.
John Lynch is on the Bill Belichick line of thinking of acquire assets. They're gonna franchise and trade him.
Oh, can you imagine?
Now he's got to be worth less.
franchise and trade him to the fucking Bills.
Or Browns or
And
whatever.
then just shit on all. You know what he does. You know
Right.
what he can do. Pick
Now he's gotta
apart
be
his
worth less.
weaknesses.
You got to think that the Browns are still like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
interested. Bill was trying to either Bill wouldn't listen. Like there's the conflicting reports, either that he kept saying no, or that the picks weren't really
Well, I guess,
available. Whatever.
actually, you get a second and a third. If that's what the Browns are offering for AJ McCarron, you get the
Yeah.
same deal. And you just added a third-round pick and moved up one pick.
Right. Yeah. Why not?
See what happens.
It's an extra pick. You know what I mean? Look
And
what
now
they
you
got for Solomon
You
Hill.
traded that second-round pick that you had to the Pats.
Right.
And then you trade Garoppolo to the Browns, right?
Right.
Now you pick right before the Pats. So
Right.
it's just like, hey, remember when you told me who you wanted because
Right.
you were going to trade?
Exactly.
I got him
Yeah,
now.
that's ours now. That's our guy.
Not
now.
that I think Bill was just like, yeah, with my second pick, I'm going to take
with the
so-and-so.
33rd.
Yeah.
We're taking, right. I do think that
Special teamer out of like
The trade
Rutgers.
that they made for Solomon.
That's who they would take in the second half.
Yeah.
Special team rider Rutgers.
The trade that Lynch made for Solomon to move down one spot with the Bears, they go up to Trubisky, and like that was fucking Bill Belichick-esque. You know what I mean? Like, oh, more assets, more. I want more. More.
That was an awful trade by the Bears.
Terrible
too.
deal.
It was just like
Terrible deal.
No one was going to take him. You could have just waited.
Yeah, they panicked. That was crazy.
So I take the Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Yeah. I think you got a round table there. All Seahawks.
I don't know. 40. No.
Yeah, it's just
This is the week. This is the week that, like, the last minute. Like, by the way, Jimmy Garoppolo starting game time decision.
Yeah, if Garoppolo started, I'd take him.
Saints at the Rams, the 4:25 games.
That's a fucking good one.
Saints at the Rams.
That's a good one.
Saints are playing good too.
Saints
Well, this is a great game.
Yeah, that's
Saints
a
at the
good one.
Rams.
That's a real good one.
I'm going Rams.
The Rams just lost, but it was to Minnesota. The Saints just
Barely snuck that out against.
who I think is
Redskins.
a worse team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing that. Each game's different.
Yeah, but the Rams are at home.
That's what kills me.
I was saying, wasn't
And-
it in Minnesota?
Oh, but different narrative there. The current head coach of the Rams is the ex-offensive coordinator of the Redskins, which means that maybe is it Gruden? Jay Gruden is the coach of the Redskins. I think it's
Yes.
the younger Gruden
Yes.
or the Gruden.
Yeah.
He knows all the tricks that McVay has
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
I'm going Redskins in an upset.
I'm going Saints.
Or wait, it's the Saints. Yeah. Where did I get? Oh, because I started talking about the other Saints.
Yeah.
Fucking the Rams are gonna win then.
Put the Redskins as the
I was going.
Joe's
with
taking the
Joe took
Redskins.
the Redskins.
I talked
Automatic
myself
wrong.
into the Redskins. They're not even in this game.
That might be my favorite moment.
Or
of
write
the,
that down.
Of the yep. No.
I did all that mental math, and for a team that's not even in the game.
I wish that we didn't catch that, and it'd be like, well, Joe guessed the Redskins in this game. He loses. Both of us.
Do I know?
automatically?
Or what if
They
the
didn't
Redskins win? Do I get two
You don't
Redskins
get two
wins?
Redskins points.
No, I'm going with the Rams.
Hey, what do we do if
All that nonsense.
What happens if the Redskins do win?
what happens if there's a tie? Also, we should resolve that.
The
like
Pats.
A game.
You go to the Pats
No.
game.
I mean, like if a game ties.
No one wins.
It's a
game,
wrong.
The game's null and void.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
wrong, okay.
It's
It's
not a
pu-
wrong
it's like-
or a
it's like-
right. It's just
It's
nothing.
like when a push happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going the Rams. What are you going, Dave? I don't
Saints.
believe hearing you.
Saints.
I'm going with the R words.
I wrote down Redskins /
I am
Rams.
the Rams.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I went Redskins / Rams.
I'm going with
Joe
the-
doesn't know.
The RamSkins.
You know, with the RamSkins, that's pushing it. That's my favorite word now going forward. Just RamSkins.
That also could be a good name for the podcast. I'm going with the RamSkins.
I'm going with the RamSkins.
Jags at the Cards.
Kanye Shrug.
He's not even shrugging. He's giving like a weird angry
He
face.
does this.
The one I posted was him like
No,
Yeah,
what is that? Oh, it's from when he interrupts Taylor Swift. He like
Right, yeah,
hands her the mic back and he goes,
yeah.
and he hops off the stage.
Yeah.
I contend he was correct
Right.
in his stage
So he was
rush.
correct to interrupt somebody?
No, that was rude. But his point he was making
Point wasn't wrong.
was correct.
So it was Kanye's place to say that, not
I think he was calling
Still
out.
saying that he was rude.
I think he was calling out what was an injustice. He just did it in a very rude
yeah,
and
but
unprofessional
injustice at
manner.
the MTV Music Awards?
Listen,
that's what they.
how
that's-
can
that's what
Beyonce
rock
have
are.
the best video of the year and not the best female video of the year?
We've done this.
MTV
We've done
Music
I'm
Awards.
just
Yeah, but that's a
saying.
big award.
Just saying.
It's a big award.
Anyway, Jags at the Cards.
That's
Jags-
like saying ESPYs. Like an
Jags,
ESPY awards.
Jags are going to win.
Those are ridiculous.
No.
The ESPYs are ridiculous.
No
I'll
way.
agree with Aaron on this.
Yeah, no. To me, it's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's like winning an award. It's like magazine awards or whatever.
I think it's like the MTV Music Awards.
the
I think
ESPYs.
it's the same thing.
Anyway, I picked the Jags,
Who are they facing?
the
The
Cardinals.
Redskins. I'm gonna go Jags. Jags.
Jags.
We should.
I figured
that.
that much, but
We should just do like a media response. podcast instead, and just call it the TV Nerds.
We could never do that. Aaron would literally want to kill us both every week.
That's true.
Why? What would we talk about?
If we talked about this topic,
this kind of thing,
you would literally take these bananas and put them in my mouth
until
both of you
until I lost all consciousness.
All of a sudden, you just hear a button click, the doors would lock, and I would just look at you both and be like, "Hope you brought condoms."
And then
straight out of South Park.
Kanye show.
Oh God.
He's just a gay fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Broncos at the Raiders.
Then you're a gay fish.
This is a garbage game.
Broncos at the Raiders.
At the Raiders.
The Broncos are. Actually, nope. Not going to say anything. Dave, make your pick. And Dave and Aaron. Both.
I already made my pick first last time. Dave. Hurry up, Dave. Hope you brought condoms, Dave.
I'll go Raiders. I hate it. Let the record state. I don't
Good, Joe.
like this.
Who are you picking?
Raiders.
Well, now it doesn't matter. I'm going with the Raiders too. Paxton Lynch is going to be the quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
I
still don't like that.
The Broncos are probably going to score like 3 points.
The Sunday night game.
Here we go.
Packers at the Steelers.
Again, this is one of those games they made just like fucking
Aaron Rodgers versus Roethlisberger.
The weekend of fucking
Thanksgiving.
The weekend of Thanksgiving, we got Aaron Rodgers, Roethlisberger, primetime Sunday night, and then Brett Hundley.
Yeah, Brett Hundley from UCLA.
Nice.
This is Steelers all the way. I think the Steelers have like one of the easiest schedules remaining.
They do. I'm also going to follow up with Pitt.
Although they do, I think they have to play the Ravens one more time and the Bengals.
The Pitt Panthers, or
I'm going Pitt Panthers.
Okay.
I'm going Pitt Pack.
Ex Pittsburgh quarterback.
Yep.
Nathan Peterman.
There he
He was
is.
a Pitt Panther.
The Monday night game. Monday. Texans at the Ravens.
Texans. Didn't they? I thought they just played last week. I felt like
Texans Ravens.
Yeah. I know they didn't, obviously, but I just feel like they did.
Maybe they did. You don't know.
Better not have. There's a real schedule issue there, if that's true.
I don't even know how an NFL team.
You know what? I'm gonna pick the Redskins.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans. I don't know how an NFL team can have an offense as bad as the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Going with the Texans too.
Hot take.
Ravens.
I'm going the Raven Claws.
They did the Ravens played Green Bay last week. Shut them out.
That's right.
I'm going with the
Oh,
Ravens.
God, yeah. Actually,
Fucking Dave.
that Monday Nighter. I'm trying to think that defense
Who
did
is the
clean
Texans quarterback?
It's Tom Savage.
Savage.
Oh, that's right. He's savage.
The
Savage as
savage
fuck.
Savage as fuck. That Ravens defense did look real good.
Looks so good.
Yeah, against Brett Hundley.
Yeah, is that much worse than Tom Savage?
Hey, how dare you speak of Tom Savage like that?
I'm gonna go Ravens. I forgot about that defensive performance. I'm going Ravens.
Dave. Remember this. I had to cross it out.
He's gonna win this because of this now. Because we're both gonna get it wrong, and I'm gonna. I wish I stayed.
I'm glad you said that because I almost just switched to the Ravens too.
God damn it!
So I'm gonna stay with the Texans.
We got a real whoodunit here. I don't like this.
So Dave went hot take. He picked the Lions.
Yeah.
Over the
I don't
Vikings.
think it's a hot take to take the home team.
It's a hot take.
It's really not that hot.
Dave went. Joe went the real hot take. He went with the Colts over the Titans. Dave.
That's not as hot of a take.
Dave,
That's my Bills take.
I think that's a warm take.
Dave taking the Jets over the Panthers.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot take. It's a real hot take.
Me. What did I go with that was really hot take?
The Browns. You picked the Browns.
I picked the Browns. So what?
I took the Browns
Bengals,
over the
though.
Bengals.
You took the Bengals.
Yeah.
So I'm the lone.
I took the
This
Bills.
is the week that they win. This is the week that they win because you jumped off the bandwagon with me, Dave.
I took the Bills over the Falcons.
I know.
Right?
No.
Who do the Bills play?
They're
playing the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Chiefs. That's a hot
the
take.
Bills over the Chiefs.
That is a hot take.
If Nathan Peterman plays, I'm fucked.
All right. So, we did that. You
never know. He can go now.
I love Michael Keaton.
Now watch. You say this. He comes out this week and he throws 5 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that would be. You should make a 30 for 30 on those 2 weeks.
Speaking of 30 for
5
30,
to 5.
Speaking of 30 for 30, I saw the best little video where it was like, it took one fan and one man to interact in the stands. 16 games straight, 30 for 30, suck my dick. It was the story of Kyrie Irving.
That needs to happen.
And the suck my dick story.
Are we transitioning right into the Celtics?
We can do it.
How much I fucking love this team.
This team is so good. This team is so good.
Who's this first? The Celtics or the Patriots?
Celtics.
Obviously.
They play more.
Yeah, the Celtics are.
Yeah.
But it's funny that Boston fans even have to have that argument.
conversation.
Who's going to lose first? Their basketball team or their football team?
Who's the next game for the Pats? Not
they
obviously this week.
They go Dolphins, Bills, Dolphins, Steelers, Bills, Jets.
Bills?
You think the Celtics keep the streak going
for 2
that long?
weeks? 2 weeks.
Bills?
I mean, they could.
It's not looking good for the Celtics right now. On a Wednesday night, they're down by 8 in the third quarter. Not that matters.
To who?
They're
the
down.
Miami Heat.
They're down by 8.
Oh, they're down to Miami.
Oh my God, the Celtics are down by 8. They've never
been-
come back from a deficit that
Yeah.
big.
Right.
It's not like they came back, 17 points down against the best team in basketball. Or
5
anything.
straight games for them being down by 16 or more.
Can we
winning.
Can we talk about how dumb everybody who said that the fucking Kyrie Irving trade was a bad trade?
Yeah, absolutely.
Isaiah Thomas hasn't even fucking set
He hasn't
foot
played
yet.
a minute yet.
And even if he has, Kyrie Irving is a better basketball player.
By far.
He is. You're
By
watching
far.
it happen. He's a
Right.
better basketball player.
So here's the real question I have. Do I buy the Kyrie and Isaiah Funko Pops and just switch the heads?
Your numbers are going to be out of whack.
But should I just do that so I can get it legit?
Right. I would just wait a year.
Yeah, I don't want to
saying
wait.
It's a Celtics.
Right now, yeah, they released the Isaiah Funko Pop idea. They already had it in production with a month before they traded him. And I was like, God damn it!
Numbers will be wrong, but
Numbers will be wrong. But yeah, I mean, I guess you could switch the head if you wanted, get them painted, whatever. But the real problem is that you're right. Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving trade, great deal. Everyone freaked out about it. Playing really, really well. They do it from 10 different angles every night. Marcus Smart needs to stop shooting threes.
Marcus Smart needs to stop thinking he has an offensive game.
Yeah.
And just strictly pass.
Just play defense.
And play D.
Play
So
great D.
be Tony Allen.
Be Tony Allen.
Clamps.
Right. Just
be clamps.
Buckle it down, and that's all you need to do.
Such a good nickname.
Yeah. I mean, Marcus Smart, he's all effort. He's the guy you want on your team. But I just don't want him shooting 30-foot three-pointers.
He's the guy you want on your team if you have Terry Rozier.
Well, no, like I said last week, I think you can move on. But Marcus Smart still makes even more hustle plays than Rozier does.
And I think he's a better defender, too.
Right. But I think Rozier is working his way into that the same way that last year we were like, Smart, and he's not
that
as
being
good as
said,
Bradley.
I would rather have Avery Bradley still than Marcus Smart.
I wouldn't.
I would rather have Avery Bradley and Terry Rozier than Marcus Smart and Terry Rozier.
Yeah, but Avery Bradley would have to start. If he's here, he's probably your starter.
Yeah, not
Jaylen Brown.
Not Jaylen Brown.
I don't think Bradley goes backwards like that. If
Is
you
it
could
going backwards though? I mean,
from starting to
technically
now,
you're not starting, but
right.
I mean,
there's
he
a lot
played a lot
of
of
guys
he
in the
played a good amount of
NBA
minutes, though.
that don't know how to
Marcus Smart plays a good amount of minutes.
He does, yeah.
No, I was just gonna say there's a lot of guys didn't we make the joke that J.R. Smith can start the game?
Yeah,
but you're still gonna play.
Because Wade was like, okay, you
Yeah.
want to start? I get it. No
Yeah.
problem. Hey, you start. First foul. Okay, Wade's in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that, right.
Cephalosha for OKC did that.
Yeah, he used
a
it.
lot,
Yeah,
too.
right.
He
like
was
the
when
sixth
James
man.
Harden was there.
Right.
James Harden was the shooting guard. He was the
Right.
start, but Cephalosha would start the game, and James Harden would come off the bench almost immediately.
Right. Yeah.
He
And then
was-
vice versa, because when Harden was making the
Didn't he
six-man
win?
run,
I was gonna say, didn't he
yeah.
make 6 months?
Yeah,
win the six man.
Yeah. They used to go crazy with that, but this team's really good. They're struggling right now against Miami. It's like 14-point game with nine or so minutes left. I also would not be surprised if they won this game.
Is Kelly Olynyk going
Kelly
off?
Olynyk's probably going crazy
Because
right now.
that's all it is for him. He's trying to figure out how he can
help this team.
He's just there these fucking guys.
Right.
They get rid of me, and now they're going to be...
You know what it is? That big white bastard.
The well put together one or Tice Talk?
You talking about Baines or
I'm
Tice?
talking about
Baines.
Kelly Olynyk.
Oh.
That big white bastard.
You narrowed the big white bastard down to about 10 different people.
Yep, wasn't sure what
There's not a lot of white guys in the NBA that are big.
But the ones that are in the
bastards.
NBA are big and bastards.
Have you seen his hair? And he is from Canada. He could be.
Kelly Olynyk is not what I would call a bastard.
He went to Gonzaga. Have you seen his
I would
facial
call
hair?
him
That's an
soft.
ugly man.
It's an ugly man. The Celtics have chopped it down. They're down 11 with 8.5 minutes left.
What
They're
is
going to win the
Olynyk
game.
doing?
I honestly think they could win the game still. They're going to win the game.
I think I would not be surprised.
Kyrie Irving is going to
take over.
Yeah.
New king of the fourth.
What about the Olynyk?
Olynyk, he has 6 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, taking
Lighten
over.
it up. Lighten it up.
Doing a really good bench game. But that's good off your bench. Good.
He's playing like Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turns out Kelly Olynyk is still Kelly Olynyk.
Hey, Kelly Olynyk. Hey, real quick, as a real Celtics fan, we'll always have Game 7. Okay? I will never forget that performance.
I will always have that moment where they drafted him. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Why? Yeah, I was so annoyed. Like, oh, great, another shooting 7-footer. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Celtics team is so good.
Does the Irving trade go down as, like, probably one of the biggest trades of all time?
No.
Like, hypothetically, say they go...
Yeah, he'd have to
I'm
win a
doing-
ton of championships.
No, not even that. Like, you go out and you win it this year because with the caveat that you have, what's his name, down, with Hayward down and lost for the season.
If Isaiah Thomas plays like 10 games this year and the Celtics make the finals, I would say it's
a great deal.
It goes down as one of the biggest fleece jobs of all time. If Isaiah Thomas doesn't play and you traded him for
right
a point guard that carried,
might win the MVP
that
this year,
brought you to the finals, then yeah, it would go down as like Danny Ainge would hold 2 of the biggest fleece jobs in NBA history.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I
You traded a player who doesn't play.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
it was known.
They gave up, what was it, Crowder?
Yeah, Crowder. Yeah,
You traded
and a pick.
You traded a bench guy. Well,
he starts for them sometimes, but
he's pretty much a bench guy in there.
Yeah, he's a big rotation guy.
You traded a rotation piece, an injured player, and a pick.
Which is going to be a better pick than I thought it was going to be. I thought Brooklyn was going to fare off a little bit better.
Don't hate on Brooklyn yet.
I'm not writing them off, but it's a top 10 pick right now, so not a great start.
Is it the first pick?
What do you mean?
Would it be the first pick right now? Is it top 10 pick, you said?
It's top 10 pick.
Is it like a top 3 pick?
It's like, I'm not
I don't
really
think
sure.
so.
I wouldn't say top 3.
Would you say top 5?
It's closer to that.
But it's not definitely top 5?
So that would
because
be,
if it's not even if it's not a top 5 pick, then they can have it. That's how I feel about it.
They are third worst in the East, which is 1, 2, 3. It's the 6th worst record in basketball.
Yeah, so I could give 2 fucks about it. If it's not within the top 5, I don't care.
Yeah, but 6 also can get you like the 3rd with the lottery, and it could get you the first.
Yeah, it could. But I mean, if you're just going by the chalk and they end up with the 6th pick, then
it's not a big deal.
Whatever.
I thought for sure it'd be like 10 and up.
Yeah, I mean, it would be better. But,
yeah.
But 6, I don't know.
Yeah, 6 is not a big jump.
You get Marcus Smart, so is that game changing?
Right. Also, who else? Terry Rozier.
I think he was later.
He was later. He was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This team is it would be a good deal. I just at the time I think you traded. You're right. I understand the perception may change. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying you win a
at
championship.
the time of the deal, a lot of people thought you overpaid.
We lost the deal.
Yeah.
Right.
But
yeah, I know. Yeah, if you win a championship, you get to the finals. And you said,
you win a championship.
I want to find that guy who still thinks we overpaid now.
Yeah, really.
After what's happened,
right?
Like you still think we overpaid?
You did. You gave up Crowder.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people
Crowder's. I like it a lot better if Jay Crowder was on this team. Not if Kyrie Irving wasn't.
Yeah. Jay Crowder would be good on this team, but I just don't want him more than Tatum. I don't want him more than Brown. I don't want him more than Morris.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If Jay Crowder is still on this team, you see less Jason Tatum.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You see less Brown.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
and I don't want that.
I don't want that. Jaylen Brown is legit a stud. Like he's a star. He's going to be a star.
Yeah.
He's almost there.
Right. He's been doing like 20 points a night to fucking deal with his best friend that died.
And then he rattled off 2 20-point performances in a row.
It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah.
Jason Tatum going fucking coast to coast and dunking on motherfuckers.
Right. They're nasty. They're athletic. They can rebound. They can rebound.
I never thought
really
I would say
well.
That again.
Right. I mean, they can really rebound.
Well, I mean, they finally got a guy that was well put together.
Well put together. Well put together.
And he was able to go out there just being well put together.
Yeah. Yep. That's still true. Yeah.
He gets in the paint and he just swings that dick around.
Well, that's what I was trying to say without saying it.
He's just
well put together.
He's just he looks like all of Australia. I'll tell you that much.
It's a whole lot of man.
But this team is playing defense incredibly right now, which is a effort thing, right? Yeah. Which we've been saying for years.
And a coaching thing.
And a coaching thing.
It's the coach.
It's the coach, and
it could be why they're losing, going up against a Coach of the Year candidate right now.
Eric Spoelstra.
Right here.
Jesus. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're fucking...
If this motherfucker gets nominated again...
we're back down by 15.
He will.
7 minutes
if Brad
left.
Stevens...
He'll be nominated again, only this time he'll win it.
If Brad Stevens doesn't win Coach of the Year...
He has to. Well, it depends on what happens. I mean...
Even if you
They should give him the award right now.
The Celtics are tied for second in the league in rebounding. Wow. That's the second best rebounding team, and only by 0.3 difference.
What?
Jesus.
They were the worst?
They were the worst rebounding team easily. They never got offensive rebounds. They missed a ton.
Do we just feel like they were the worst, or were they statistically
No, they were
statistically
like they had
really
the worst
bad.
rebound percentage and like the worst offensive rebounds.
You know what's really good about that? You have guess what you have? A point guard that can rebound. Yeah. That plays defense.
Right.
He can rebound, but then you drafted a guy who can rebound.
Right.
And Jason Tatum.
He's a good rebounder. Jaylen Brown's a good rebounder at the 2.
Yeah.
He's just as good of a rebounder as Bradley was.
Yeah.
Because Bradley was a big-time rebounder for his position.
Smart gets rebounds as a point guard.
Rozier gets a ton of
I
rebounds.
don't feel like Crowder rebounded a lot.
He's like 4 or 5 a game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
You got average Al in his natural position rebounding well, and when he's when he is in his natural position, you have a big dude out there who him and Tyson Baines, all they do is get rebounds.
Right. Yeah.
That's what they're on the court for.
Yeah, they go nuts together. Yeah, like tonight, Al Horford's got 7 points, 8 rebounds so far. Tatum 15 points, 7 rebounds. Irving doesn't have any. Morris has 4. Tice has 1 in only 10 minutes. Rozier has 4. So Rozier's a great rebounder.
Yeah, from a guard
I also
position.
think part of that's like it is coaching, but it's also mentality of you see the point guard that's an all-star going, "Hey guys, I play both sides of the
Which
court."
Is crazy.
That bodes well for you telling a younger guy, "Hey, we play both sides of the court." Like I think as much as Isaiah was a dominant offensive player, his defense
was suspect.
And not even suspect. It was just you could see that he didn't, like you said, they'd put him on like a 2 guard on defense because you're like, no, like the guy that's holding the ball, you're gonna want somebody else better on ball defender.
The Celtics would try and minimize his effect when he was on defense, and then the other offense would just come down and do a pick. And
they switch to him anyway. Right.
And then he's done.
Right.
And then John Wall ends up backing him down and
I always
taking his
thought
children.
that Thomas tried. I didn't think that he took nights off every NBA.
No, I didn't think that he
tried. I didn't think he was incapable. He's a mismatch.
Yeah, I didn't think
really even his fault.
I didn't want to say he was a dog. I wasn't trying to say he's a dog or anything, or he didn't try on defense. He was just so inept on defense. Yeah. And then now you have a guy that, hey, 1, your coach preaches defense.
Right.
2, teaches defense, not just, hey, do whatever LeBron does because it's his team anyway.
Right, yeah,
the only thing that scares me is, though, it is clear that Kyrie was dogging on defense in Cleveland.
Right. Well, I think it was a scheme.
Because he isn't now, and it's very obvious.
I think the scheme was
it's
get up and
different.
go.
Yeah.
It's like what's his name? D'Antoni? That was the coach. That was the run and gun. Phoenix Suns coach.
Coach.
But I think that's what Cleveland did. Like, hey, we have LeBron James.
Yeah.
So don't burn yourself
run
out on the defensive end.
Tyronn Lue should never win Coach of the Year.
That is true.
He's going to win it before Brad Stevens.
I
Don't
will
you
flip this
dare
table. I will flip this
say
table
that.
over.
I don't know if you can.
That
This
is
is
the-
a pretty hefty
That
table.
is the most offensive thing said tonight.
Yeah, just for sure.
That is the
On
yeah,
air.
yeah, on air. What hasn't been edited out.
That is true. All right,
Oh,
so
man.
I'm not going to do any music or anything like that. The Celtics are good. The Patriots are good. Red Sox.
How
you have to
great
see.
is it to be a Boston sports?
It really is.
I understand.
Khudobin
Yeah,
getting the nod again.
Yeah, playing good.
Is it happening? Are we watching it happen?
I don't think he's ever been good enough to be a starting goaltender, like
How
your
often does he
everyday
stand on his
goaltender.
He's
This
been
year, he might not have a loss this year.
I'm
Is
pretty
he
sure he's
standing-
4-0.
Is
Yeah.
he standing on his head?
And they what was it 3-1 against the Sharks?
He it was 36 saves on 37 shots.
Yeah, he's
That's
just
standing on your head.
he's
my
good,
friend.
man.
Real
Is he
good.
standing
I
on his
just
head
think-
so much.
I
that
just
the blood
think
is
you
rushing
have
to it?
so much cap and investment
A lot of
into your
capital into Tuukka
into
Who is it?
Tuukka Rask. And Tuukka Rask isn't.
Khudobin.
Don't go in, Anton.
Yeah.
Don't go in.
He. How old is he? He's like what?
He's
76.
31.
He's
Impressive
31.
that he's doing it.
31.
I mean, they did the same thing with Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas was like 38 or something like that. They brought him out, and he went out there and just stood on his head in the playoffs and
What a great term.
standing on your head.
Stood on his head.
Well,
That's one of the old jokes.
It
That still
makes
just
no
holds up.
sense. It makes no sense.
Just stand on your head.
Stand on your head.
That's it.
Yeah, it's never a move that a goalie ever pulls.
Just never.
I don't know, man. You watch some of these guys; they look like they're almost like
You just
they
go
are
out there
on
and
their
turn
heads.
into a brick wall or
Khudobin is
or
5.
anything like that. No, stand on their head.
Khudobin is 5-0-0-2.
Wow.
So
He's dude, and how tall is he?
I don't know.
How big is he?
5'11", 195 pounds.
Yeah. Look up Tuukka Rask's size. He's like 6'4", and he's skinny as fuck.
5-0-0-2.
Losses, ties, overtime losses. Wins, losses, ties, overtime losses.
So he has 2 overtime losses.
An overtime loss is separate than a loss.
Yeah, it's like a
because
shootout.
You get a you still get a point for going to overtime. And
Why is
losing.
hockey so complicated?
They just want to make it interesting, and
Yeah.
Canadians like numbers.
Yeah.
You know, even though most of the teams are in America
It should be.
in the NHL.
If I plan on running for president in 2020 on the campaign that ties be eliminated from professional sports.
I agree with that.
The fact
with
that
that.
football allows ties to happen
And I actually promote it now by shortening
is
overtime.
one of the craziest things ever.
Right. Well, football always allowed ties to happen.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Yeah. Real dumb. Real dumb.
Like, why not? Baseball doesn't. They just
Right.
play
They just
until
keep
it's
playing.
done.
Just keep playing. And then
Well, I think
if the game goes too long,
Well, I
pick it up
think-
another day.
No, I think
because
that's
it's a
what it is.
non-contact thing.
No,
too.
that, and I think it's you have a certain amount of time allotted, and you have the sponsorships. This is really what it is. It's money. You're
That's not
only
true for baseball.
huh?
That's not true for baseball.
No, that's what I'm saying. Baseball doesn't care.
Yeah, yeah.
The NFL is so hell bent on like we're maximizing every dollar we have. If we go into overtime, guess what? Now we have to find more commercials to put on during our show. We might not get paid a lot of money for those because hypothetically, whatever, we didn't
Just
work out a
switch
previous
and go
deal
into a
with
college
them.
style thing.
That's what they have done.
No, I'm
No,
saying
no.
after your quarter ends,
And
just
you
literally
do another quarter, and then
or
it's situational.
or put the ball in the red area and
Right.
say the first team to score a touchdown wins.
Right.
Or the first team to score a touchdown wins.
Right. Well, in college, you get a chance, right?
If a
The other team gets a chance to answer.
Right,
So
right.
that's what you would
No.
do.
Yeah.
I thought the other team gets to answer if it's not a touchdown.
I don't know.
I think it's
I don't know
you.
that.
You get an answer.
You get to answer everything.
I know you get to answer. I just don't know if it's for touchdowns or not.
I think it's for both.
I think in the first overtime that's true.
No, I
But
know
I
in
think
the
once they
first-
start going the situational
well, no,
thing
in the,
where it's like
in the
a 25,
NFL, in the NFL, if you score a touchdown, it ends it.
it ends
Yeah.
it. Right.
Even
right,
if the
right.
first team gets the ball,
I'm
goes
talking
down,
about in
scores.
college after the overtime period ends, then they do that thing where they put it in the red zone.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going until I thought it was until someone scored and then the other person scored too. I thought they could tie it.
What it is you go if you score a touchdown, they get a rebuttal. But if they can't score a touchdown, it's done. You're over. So if you only say you go down and you drive,
right,
and
so you get a chance to answer.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
or have a fucking kickoff.
Well, no, what they do is,
make your field goal kick,
or you drive down or whatever.
I'm talking about when you get to the 25,
and you kick a field goal. You get a rebuttal if if they don't score a touchdown to win it
in the NFL,
or they kick a field goal after that. It's sudden death. Whoever gets the next point.
No, that's not true. Not in college.
Yeah, dude.
No, they keep going. No, because when Willis McGahee tore his leg in Miami, that was on like a 6 overtime.
No, I think it's changed since then.
In the NFL,
that might be true.
Why don't they do the overtime period and then literally just have like a field goal kickoff? Like, make the kicker.
Well, you know how many
anything to stop a tie.
Traditional hockey fans hate the shootout because like that doesn't determine.
Well, also they change the way they do shootouts are
because
stupid.
it doesn't represent the actual.
game.
Yeah,
Right.
No, because what they're teasing at now is possibly dropping it from 5-on-5 to 4. Like every overtime, you lose a player.
Yeah, but how does that accurately represent the game too?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
But you're still allowed to play.
You're
allowed to play.
Right.
It's not 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, but you could just have literally Chara stand there, play defense.
Or how about this? How about we do we'll do 5-on-5 hockey, and then you guys can keep dropping down a period, or we can go 5-on-5 hockey, and then we'll do 1-on-1 hockey. I'll put a goalie out there, and you put your guy, because that's what a shootout is.
Yeah. No. The only reason why the shootout is stupid right now, and this is why I have my issues with it, is they only allow I think it's 5 players on each team to shoot. So
they should make everyone shoot.
Well, that's the thing is they should go through the roster.
Yeah, everyone should shoot.
Goalie included.
At least starting lineup. You're starting.
Yeah, goalie included.
Your first line.
Give them a regular stick. Tell them to go out
down
there
to
and
goalie.
3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. Miami's up 2.
Maybe.
Unreal.
We've talked that long that.
It's 6 basketball minutes.
Yeah.
Which is about 5 real time hours.
No, but the
ties blow.
Yeah, no, but the point is, you could do it that way. You could do even the goalie. Give him a stick. Let him go out there.
I don't care if they.
And just. Have you ever seen them fight?
Oh god, when they go.
When they get they get some speed going.
I don't play. I don't.
Like you, yeah, okay.
I don't care if they play Connect 4 at the end of the game.
Speaking of Connect 4, have you seen the Facebook video of the fucking basketball hoops set up for Connect 4?
No.
Oh my god, it's 9 basketball hoops in a row.
Yeah.
They all roll in to a giant Connect 4 board.
So as you make them,
it's like dropping your chip in, and the balls are different colors. So there's 16 red balls and 16 yellow balls, and the guys you just shoot next to each other. And try to play Connect 4. So you got to make them in 4 different ones if you want to go across the bottom or hit the same one 4 times in a row.
That sounds awesome.
Awesome. Such a good idea. I was like, I want to buy that for my backyard and do that forever.
I just want to build a giant array.
No, you want to know what I want to make? There's 2 things I want to make. I want there's a guy that has it. I want a mini Fenway wiffle ball park.
Yeah, I played that.
Or
not that. I haven't played. There's a really fancy one that's
it's either I want that. Or I want a basketball court. Basketball court. I want one. I want my ball made out of a lazy boy. Whole ordeal. I want it all.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen basketball.
Yeah,
I want that. Have you ever tried playing that?
No. I've never tried playing it.
It's fairly difficult.
The thing about basketball, it's a cool sport until they get to the all you do is yell insults at the other person.
Why not? Isn't that beautiful?
It's just a dumb.
No, but you never. It's like playing football. It's like playing basketball.
It's not like a real defense. You just yell at people.
Okay, but what do you think?
What do you think of your homeboy at Oklahoma with the dick grab?
I think he's awesome.
I saw on Twitter. I don't know if you saw this. A lot of people were like, "Oh," especially a lot of female fans. "Oh, I just lost respect for you. Okay, I get it. I see what you're about. Yada yada yada." And I was like, "Well, also female fans that are rooting for the Celtics right now, we are cheering for a guy that yelled 'suck my dick' to a fan, not even someone on an equal playing field."
Do you like Marshawn Lynch? Because he did the hold my dick thing all the time.
He did the hold my dick.
So do you?
He would jump into the end zone,
jump in, grab his dick, and keep it going. Yeah.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
It's a dumb thing.
Also, everyone's mad at him. Did you guys? He tried to shake
the ultimate disrespect by Kansas.
He tried to shake the Kansas City Kansas City. Kansas
University, yeah.
He tried to shake their hands, and they just like didn't. And he was like, "All right,
yeah, fuck it."
And then that's what started the.
Yeah, whatever. There it is.
Did you hear about like people that are like huge Cleveland fans, if there are any out there?
Yeah.
Keep talking about how if they draft him, that they're.
You were fine with Johnny Manziel. You were ecstatic that they drafted Johnny Manziel.
No, they were saying like it's the equivalent. Get rid of him. Don't do it.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's equivalent.
We'll see.
He's only 6'1", right? So Johnny Manziel was like 5'11", 6 feet.
He's not that tall. He's still small for a quarterback. Yeah. But the thing is, I think Cleveland should draft him.
Yeah, like we talked about.
If you can get him, if he
drops,
can get
him later in the draft. You take a piece that you actually need.
Yeah.
Then you get him later. Russell Wilson is small. I mean, Drew Brees is small.
Yeah, true.
And this kid, he's immature, but he's not like gonna blow his NFL career immature. Like Johnny Manziel clearly has a substance abuse problem. This kid doesn't. At least it doesn't.
This is very true.
At least it doesn't seem like he just is super competitive.
Yeah, he wasn't. Does he drive a Mercedes every day?
I don't know.
Because Johnny Manziel used to drive a Mercedes every day.
Tom Brady is competitive too, and he's never done the like hold my dick thing. But
yeah,
Marshawn Lynch does a hold my dick thing all the time. He's a very productive NFL player.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Free throws coming back to bite the Celtics right now. Al Horford misses 2 free throws back to back.
They're still down by 2.
94-90 with 2.5 minutes left.
They're still gonna win the game.
You got to make those free
fucking
throws.
Average.
Those will kill
they
you.
They are gonna, and now I'm convinced they're gonna win the game. Down by 4, 2 minutes is more than enough time.
It's plenty of time.
That's like,
but you got to get your.
That's
free
like,
points.
oh, we're up by 6 points, and we're gonna give the ball back to Tom Brady with 4 minutes on the clock. Like,
yeah, you got to make.
You guys lost. Though. You lost.
They're down 5 with 1:51 now. It's
Heat, you lost. Heat.
We'll see.
You lost.
We'll see. Deion Waiters is fucking banging trays right now.
Who's the guy that that they have on their team?
Dick.
Was it Whitehouse or
Whiteside?
Whiteside.
Yeah. He's disgusting.
Like he's actually like
no, he's just
nasty.
Yeah,
he's like
he's legit.
Like dirty.
Yeah,
like actually, like there's dirt on him. Like he doesn't bathe.
He's a gross person. No, Deion Waiters is fucking going nuts.
He doesn't take physical care of himself.
His hygiene is lacking. So that's that. State of the network is Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Where are you going?
Stop by my sister's. Do a little quick lunch there. She's got to work. She's in the medical field, so she's got to work. So,
I used to work Thanksgivings. I used to work doubles.
Oh, that sucks. It's a lot of money.
Holiday pay.
Good money.
Time and a half.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do lunch there, and then my girlfriend's mom. I think we're going out to get some Chinese food later at night, so I might do that.
They don't celebrate Thanksgiving,
right? Like single person Thanksgiving is the Chinese food 101.
Chinese people don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
No, I know. I get it. I get it.
I'm not even trying to be.
When I was single, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I would have like lunch in my parents' house, and then go get some takeout Chinese at night.
You do Friendsgiving?
That was a different day.
Oh, all right.
Different day. I would do that like Black Friday or whatever. I would do Friendsgiving.
No, having a Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving is a wild move. You just made turkey sandwiches.
Right.
After.
Not looking good. 7 points. Minute 10 left.
All right, they might lose.
They're going to lose this game.
Now they might lose.
That's what I'm saying. You got to make
caveat.
Those free throws, man.
They might lose.
Now they might lose.
That's not good.
How about you, Joe?
I go to my grandmama's.
Nice.
It's actually just my grandma's. I don't call it grandmama.
Okay.
I'm going there. We're having a late.
How late?
4:00. Usually
that's not late. I'll wait till I tell you what I'm doing.
Usually it starts at 2, so that's late to me.
See, I used to do dinner at my grandparents', then go to my dad's, and then go to my girlfriend's family's house. Now we're going to my girlfriend's stepfather had a medical emergency a couple days ago. He's in the hospital. Gonna go visit him. Mm-hmm. Go visit her grandmother. Then go to my dad's. And then go to her. My dad's at 2.
Yeah.
And then going to her sister's at 6.
Jesus.
For Thanksgiving and taking my mom with us.
All right. So the thing is,
that's a lot.
Yes.
A lot going on.
It's not, but it's not like
easy.
It's New London, Montville, Salem, Groton, Salem, New London, Norwich.
So I used to have to do the multiple, multiple Thanksgiving thing. Like,
yeah.
Go to the girls, and then go to mine, and then go different places. But this year it just worked out where we only have to go to one.
Yeah.
And you always come up to the problem, like, when do you eat?
Right.
Do you portion it out?
Right.
Or do you just fill up at the first one and then just kind of pick as you go on?
Yeah.
Whole hog.
You just eat the whole day.
You gotta.
That's
why you wear.
I would die.
That's why you wear sweatpants.
See, that's
I have a tough enough time staying awake after the first meal.
No, veteran move. You wear the sweatpants. You watch a little bit of football. Take a fucking cat nap. Get up. Go to the next one.
See,
do the same thing all over again.
Is you watch as much football as possible in a separate room, away from. When we go to my grandmother's house, it's like you walk in. Living room, right? Around the corner is the kitchen and the dining room. And it is a clear split. All of the men and like some of the other cousins, living room, watching football. All of the women, this sounds really sexist, but all of the women, and it's just the way it works. It's not like
cooking and cleaning.
It's not like fuck you women, get in the kitchen. It's just the way it works out.
Yeah.
No, you just don't have to say
they're in the
it's
kitchen
implied.
and dining room chatting.
Yeah.
Chatting.
Yeah.
In quotations.
Yeah.
They just don't want to watch football, and I want to watch football.
I get that. See, I miss having the two because, like, my parents were split, so like I would do like one of my mom's, one of my dad's, or one of my grandparents on my mom's side, then on my dad's, and then it was like dating. Oh, I'd go to her house, my house, or whatever.
Yeah, holidays
now,
when you're dating turn into like
her mom's working. She's in the medical field too, so she's working that day, so they're not cooking anything. So now she's going to come with me to my sister's, who's going to be a quick lunch because she's got to work that day.
That
too.
is also a preposterous move. What is a quick lunch on Thanksgiving? Like
my mom's whipping up a turkey the night before and bringing it, and it's like there's not much time.
Sliced deli turkey.
So my sister's working tonight, and then tomorrow. So she's going to sleep and then just like get up. So my mom's making a turkey. And then it's like, hey, fucking.
You might as well just go right to turkey sandwiches.
Yeah, I mean that's basically.
I wouldn't. No
kind of
stuffing,
rushing through.
No potatoes, no gravy, just Wonder Bread and turkey, mayonnaise, maybe some cranberry sauce if you're into that.
Yep.
Which I mean, if you make a.
What's your favorite side?
This is tough. Probably mashed potatoes.
I used to be a big mashed potatoes guy, still am, but stuffing has grown.
See,
it's climbed a wild mountain into my body.
Yeah,
like,
stuffing.
I really am high on
I was
stuffing.
very anti-stuffing.
Me too. I used to be
very anti-stuffing,
very opposed,
and I still kind of am. I'm not a big fan of like the sausage stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
And like really fancy.
I had that
stuffing.
last year. It's sausage.
I like more of just like straight up bread, bread stuffing.
See, I like the sausage stuffing too. I like both.
What cranberry sauce? Do you like the whole cranberries, or do you just like going straight out of the can?
Either
jelly.
Or you don't like cranberry sauce?
I like either
jelly. If you're in,
I like one. The straight
canned jelly.
Like it comes in a tube.
That's if I had to do it, that would be the way. Like
it's just a wild take not to like cranberry sauce, but
I don't love it.
Don't love it. It's the best on turkey.
Green bean casserole.
As also a very good side.
That's a good side.
Made it last year.
Yeah.
Actually,
fresh green beans.
Yeah.
Made it up real nice. Took it to my sister-in-law's house.
Yeah.
Everyone proceeded to not eat it.
Oh, wow.
Because they don't eat mushrooms, apparently. Even though no one's allergic to them.
You know what we started doing? Stuffed mushrooms.
That sounds delicious.
So good.
Really
that
good.
with sausage stuffing.
Yeah. Stuffed mushrooms? Real good.
I take back, not mashed potatoes. My mom makes this. It's like sweet potatoes with like... with like
yams with
the brown sugar and it has like marshmallows.
That
is so fucking good.
Candy yams
with
is really
like
good.
fluff on top of it.
The only thing is it's like they put it out like with the like regular food. It's a dessert. It's a dessert.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can whip it.
I mean, I eat it with my meal.
Especially you put some salt on it and you're a little salty and sweet. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, candied yams are really good. I like those a lot.
I didn't know what it was called. Now I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to call it that sweet potato dish.
It's like the sweet potato with the marshmallows on it?
Yeah. Can you give me that dessert dish that you guys eat with the regular food?
That's what I do.
Well, guys, I think RamSkins Kanye Shrug was a good Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, not bad. What was I gonna say? Joe, are you coming with us to the wrestling event?
Oh yeah.
I didn't plan on it.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
I didn't want to put pressure on you.
We asked. This is one of those things where we talk about it, and
we're
later
like,
Joe
we're
goes,
all gonna do
I guess
this.
you're not going to call me. You're not going to.
If you guys think I'm not going to say that on the next episode, even with this on tape, you guys are crazy.
He won.
Shocker.
Celtics
streak is over.
The suck my dick thing.
We just need
to find another fan to scream "suck my dick" at, and then just start
all
over.
over
It would
again.
suck if they went on a big losing streak now.
Right.
Thanks, Joe.
Well, we'll see what happens.
No, it's not for a couple weeks anyway.
Yeah,
but we just
December.
wanted to see if you wanted to come because we're gonna go. I'm definitely gonna be
I didn't plan on it.
shaking babies, kissing hands.
What's going on for this weekend for podcast stuff?
I have a Dave Speaks.
You
It'll
have
be the 4-Star Sports Bar. That'll be Monday. That's yours, featuring Joe.
Yep. Gave away the surprise.
Yep.
It's your show, your choice.
Yep, definitely screwed that
Don't
up.
think Kevin would be very happy with that.
He wouldn't like that. We came up with a couple new segments. They will not be on this episode, but they'll be the appetizer.
Yep.
Things we talked about before.
Great name.
We're gonna start
What's
playing those things in.
the Dave Speaks?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, all right.
I don't know
if you
yet.
had an idea.
Jesus, Dave, you haven't been at work.
Right. I also don't have to do a show till Sunday.
So
boom. I had nothing. Hey,
Dave
You know what he's
If
going
you
to
knew-
do.
if
He's
you
going to
knew all
go to
the other-
Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to dick the dog and not come up with any ideas.
that
Then
sounds
Friday,
weirdly animal. That's like
and then Friday,
bestiality, yeah.
not at all. Then Friday,
dog.
yeah,
Okay.
that's an old
He's gonna
timey
have a
saying.
Dave Speaks about Funko Pops.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
not at all.
Maybe.
And then Friday, you're going to Black Friday it up.
Nope.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're going to go out there
I'm
for those
telling-
deals.
I'm telling you,
He's gonna
in
open
go
a
out there
credit.
full
He's
money.
gonna open a credit card.
I'm telling you, in complete control of my life, I am not going out for Black
You're
Friday.
going out.
No
for
one
Black
goes out.
Friday.
No,
Because it's not technically Black Friday anymore. It's technically
not.
it's technically not Black Friday anymore. It's Black Thursday.
I will look online for some deals.
Yeah, I will.
That's what you're
going to
do.
Amazon.
That's what you're gonna
I won't
do.
even.
Amazon.
I won't even
I'm not going out.
specifically go to Amazon. I will look specifically for things that I know would make Christmas gifts for people and see if they're on sale somewhere.
Right.
Yes.
And then what?
And then
what's
Saturday.
next? Yeah.
Dude,
I'm
you're
going to record a killer podcast.
About
on what?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Do I ever know? Really?
Yes, you usually
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You knew you were doing the pizza one.
Well, yeah. That's because that was years in the making.
Which there is a really good one that we could do, but certain people don't want to be involved.
Yeah, that's the
in
thing. I
that.
really was kind of looking forward to doing something, but then I was told that I
The
couldn't get
2-on-2
it done.
tornado tag match.
So then it's like, I guess, I don't know.
Because
I'm
that would
back to the drawing board.
That would end in fisticuffs.
Yeah, that's because you're out of control. That's why.
You are out of control.
Because I can argue.
Ask Jerry, man.
'Cause
When
I
we
can
recorded
argue.
that last podcast, he's like, "Look at his eyes." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Buff Dad's getting it."
You got to learn to separate. You got to know when to separate.
I can.
Yeah. No, I don't think you can. Because you keep saying that Kanye is a piece of shit.
Anyway,
It has nothing to do
so-
with success.
Joe, happy Thanksgiving. Dave,
Thank you. Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
brother.
and to all our listeners, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Check in or check out 4-Star Sports Bar Review Monday. That'll be out on YouTube. Search 4-Star Sports Bar. You can find that channel.
Yeah,
Real
AKA
easy.
listen to the real talent, Kevin.
Kevin, he's the man. He's the brains behind that project. So
It's a good project.
it is a good project.
Appetizer.
Came up with a really funny drop.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Pretty good. So
I haven't heard that drop.
no, you
Yeah,
have
it's
not heard
good.
that drop
It's
yet.
good.
It's good. Yeah. All right,
It's good.
fellas. You guys ready to get the hell out of here?
I'm ready to go home.
I have a fucking quick lunch that I gotta hurry up and get to tomorrow.
Such nonsense.
And then Black Thursday.
And then by Thursday,
Yeah, we get together. We eat like some cereal, cinnamon toast
it's
crunch,
hey, dude. I mean, it's
and
It might be.
schedule's tough. Schedule's tough this year, so it is what it is.
pumpkin flavored candle.
Late night sushi. I'm not gonna consume a candle.
I might light one.